What's this? The RPG chick is running Final Fantasy VIII for Retrothon 2020? Well, we should just give up our run right now. Get her in here. I mean, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Netara, and I am one of two racers today for Final Fantasy VII PC Any Percent, where myself and Couch23 are going to finish this game in approximately 3 hours. If you think that sounds impossible, well, you should stick around for the next 3 hours and watch the sort of magic that we can do. Anything you want to say, Couch, before we get started?
I will not be talking so much because my throat is quite sore, so Netara will be doing most of the talking.
Yeah,
I'll just chime in with some nonsense.
I know it's going to be really difficult for me to handle the talking, but I think we can make it work. With that, I think we should count ourselves in, so I'll get us started. 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
So this game and category are a super amount of fun. We are specifically playing the HD remaster. Which version of that doesn't matter so long as it's the PC HD remaster. Unfortunately, this run and a lot of the tricks we do actually just doesn't work on the PlayStation 4 release, and I believe not the Switch version either, though I have not actually confirmed that. So we're going to be doing some absolute magic, but for now we get to enjoy some cutscenes. Yeah, we're gonna get. Hey, there's the stability in this game is fantastic. What are you talking about? It's great. And yes, some of you keen watchers may notice that we are in fact displaying our frames per second. That's because there are actually two categories in the Any Percent. There is just straight up Any Percent, which we're running, or there's Any Percent free FPS, which we are not doing. So why we're showing our FPS is because we are using a fix in order to actually purposely lock our FPS in field scenes. So basically anywhere where we're actively walking around but not necessarily the world map, it needs to be locked to approximately an average of 30 frames per second. So we have our fix going, we have our FPS displayed. Ooh, showing delay on Couch's stream, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm getting some encoding overloaded on my end, so I'm gonna have to tinker with some stuff.
Okay. Let me know if we need to restart. This is the time to do it if we need to.
Good.
Okay?
We'll be good.
Okay, cool. So with that, more trains. Seconds per frame. What? So we are a lovely group of people who met each other under just weird circumstances who are here to save the planet. We're definitely not terrorists or doing anything weird at all. Swear. Promise. No, give me my memory cursor. Don't do this to me, game. And you're going to notice that actually our frames per second are going to change depending on what scene we're in. And that's okay. That's normal. Battles are really crisp and clean, about 15 frames per second. Wow. So fast. If anyone has any questions about the run, please feel free to pop them into chat, and we'll try and answer them to the best of our abilities. Some of the parts, I'm not going to lie to you, I basically understand what's happening, but I'm going to answer you with magic, is how it works, because it's just easier than me not giving a total full answer. So I don't know what Couch is doing with names, but theoretically, we name people down to one character in order to save frames. All of the text scrolls, so the longer the names are, the more time it takes. So we want to save entire seconds in our run by shortening the names. If this were a fundraising marathon of some sort, naming incentives are huge. Yeah, Avalanche doesn't do anything weird. They're totally legit. I've never seen any organization quite so legit as Avalanche.
Oh, yeah. Of course my clock has stopped.
Oh no! Yeah, one of the problems we have with this, unfortunately, is it is a game that pauses if you leave the screen, so we have to set our timer to global hotkeys. So typing in chat becomes impossible. Doing anything really becomes impossible without potentially wrecking our times. So sometimes things go quite not good. Don't worry, Catch is fine. You can just go off my timer, it's fine.
Yeah. It's not like I'm trying to PB here anyways.
I want to say PBs are overrated, but that's a lie. PBs are great. I PB'd just the other day on this very channel. So one thing you're going to notice about the HD remaster is they reintroduced, though you don't realize they reintroduced, the mouths that they covered up for the version that we got for the PlayStation. So you're going to see a lot of the NPCs, such as Jesse there, just standing in absolute mouths open, just jaws totally dropped. They don't know what to do. Barrett has absolutely zero time for Cloud's BS. Cloud is a grumpy grump who's just here for the money. I don't care. Grr, grr, grr. So, yeah, Barrett ain't got time for that. And as we're going to see when we get there, Tifa's got no time for Barrett. Yeah, peanut butter's great. I love it. T-minus less than 2 weeks till Netara eats lots of peanut butter. Okay, so you're also going to notice we're running away from everything. There's basically no random encounters which we care to fight. They're just not important. We started at the same time. It's fine. What could possibly go wrong? Oh no! They found me! Yeah, absolutely, dog developer. If this game ran at what we're trying to make it run, yeah, it would melt. So a lot of it comes in the free FPS is just simply bringing in consistency, because depending on what your setup is like, sometimes your game runs faster and sometimes it runs slower. So FPS Fix simply just equalizes everything and makes it easy for us to do a race that's fair and someone not getting an advantage because their computer runs at a higher FPS. My laptop, for example, runs this game fast. I always PB when I run on that machine without FPS Fix. So maybe I need new free FPS PB. Okay, so first boss, Guard Scorpion. Couch and I fight this differently, but it's basically the same. It's gonna try and attack us twice before going into a counterattack phase. I am looking for it to attack Barrett. I'm trying to build up Barrett's limit break so we can get limits to attack faster. We do try to manipulate limits in a couple spots in this run, but most of the time the limit manipulation is simply so we can get our turns faster, as immediately after building up your limit gauge, your next turn comes immediately. Couch doesn't need his clock, it's fine.
I'm just trying to fix things on the fly as we're going.
Which is incredibly difficult with a game that stops when you're out of the screen. Couch, too powerful. Yeah, so as part of building up the limit gauge, yes, I am purposely going to attack while the tail is up. So there's no point in doing it in order to be faster, as it were, because you do half damage while the tail is up, and it counterattacks. I didn't want that second attack. Excellent. This is going to go great. So we're gonna get counterattacked twice. We should be fine. Yeah, we're. Cloud will have a whole 30 HP left. I didn't realize Couch was not Couch. Just a heads up. I'm gonna call Cloud Couch and Couch Cloud indefinitely until the end of the run. Anyways, I didn't realize Cloud's limit was quite that soon, so I was holding the A button. Bad Netara.
Well, holding A is fun.
Holding A is fun. I enjoy any game where I can hold A to win. Listen, 26 HP is like 25 or 26 HP more than Cloud actually needs, so we're fine. If everything goes correctly, Guard Scorpion shouldn't actually get that hit on Cloud off. We will kill it before that. And if not, well, we've done worse things than drag dead bodies around. See, there it goes. Bye, Guard Scorpion.
Hey!
Yay!
Yay! Didn't die to the tutorial boss.
Yay! The best feeling. Oh no, but you know what that means? We've only got 10 minutes to get out. How are we going to do it?
10 whole minutes.
10 whole minutes.
Whatever time.
Yeah, that's too little. Can't handle. So one of the things you may or may not have noticed, that there are items lying around on the ground here as we've been running around, and for the most part so far we have been picking them up. Items that lie around kind of fall, and the ones that we're going to pick up kind of fall into a couple of different categories. Some of them are simply just in our way, as the potion that we're going to pick up in a moment is. Some of them we want to pick up to sell, and there are some things that we want to pick up to actually use. So this potion is useless, but we do need to get Jessie. Don't leave Jessie behind. She's required to open a door. So if she's not there, you can't open the door and you have to come back. Definitely not a good circumstance at all. Okay. Also, stairs are the real boss.
Stairs are very difficult.
They are. I'm currently playing the will they won't they kill Cloud game. Things keep attacking Cloud, being like, yeah, maybe we'll kill Cloud, and then not quite doing enough damage. I actually hate timer sequences, but as long as they give you, most games do honestly give you more than enough time. I'm currently replaying Final Fantasy IX and almost used up my entire 30 minutes in a sequence where they give you 30 minutes to do something. And I explored the castle like 4 times, so it shows you they really do pad the amount of time they give you. I was very lost. So we've done it, we've opened the doors, we have saved our friends, and we've made it out of the reactor. Lots of time to spare. Ice physics are especially banned. Don't at me, yo. I hate ice physics. There might be ice physics in this game, but we're not gonna see them. I honestly can't remember. It's been so long since I've played that section. So we made it. We successfully exploded a reactor like the really helpful people we are. It means that entire sector will be warm from the fire or something. Just don't think about it too hard. So we've just finished being really awful, terrible people. And we're getting ready to set up to blow up another one. Because one reactor isn't enough. There's 8 whole sectors here, I believe. Or is it 7 sectors? There's at least 7 sectors. So that means there's at least 7 reactors.
I think it's 8.
I think it's 8, but you know, this is Final Fantasy VII, so they like to do things in 7s. So another thing we really have to keep a close eye on is text options. Lots of characters, for multiple reasons, give us text choices, being like, hey, pick an option. And if you pick the wrong option, you can end up wasting time, you can soft lock. Usually it's just wasting time. Like here, if I don't pick later, I am going to end up fighting these soldiers. And you know what we ain't got time for? Fighting troopers. Also, I'm going to consistently call troopers soldiers in a game where being a soldier matters. Actually, their names are soldiers. Never mind, they're not troopers. They're actual soldiers, just not capitalized soldiers. Wow, that's not confusing at all, game.
I know, right?
What is going on here? What is happening is myself,
So
Netara.
you're missing out on by not fighting them.
Yeah, exactly. So me and Couch are attempting to finish this game in approximately 3 hours. It's great. Spoilers, Eris is fine in this run. Eris is totally good. We could bring her to the final boss if we wish. We just not. She works hard. She earns her rest.
Indeed.
Yeah. So, Barrett, of course, is grumpy because Cloud did not show up at the rendezvous point, and the rest of the crew is like, well, that's a shame, and he's like, grr, grr, grr. But of course, Cloud has to be overdramatic as usual and just waltz in from, into a moving train, as you do. And Barrett's like, how dare you be cooler than I am, and storms off in a huff. I can appreciate that. No one likes to be, out-cooled. And yes, these are, we're both playing the exact same PC port.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Barrett's always complaining about something.
Yeah, is this no glitches? Well, there's a good answer for that. One is the truth and one is a lie. No, there are lots of glitches in this run. There are many.
Which answer are you looking for?
Yeah, which answer do you want? But yes, no, the actual truth is there are so many glitches in this run. I can't even. There's actually going to be one in just a couple minutes. Nope, no! I don't want to talk to you, Wedge. No one got time for you. What? There's stairs in this game? Listen. We had a timer issue. Netara's timer is actually the correct timer, but as my timer started at the same time that we both started, just look at my timer for both of our times. It's fine. We had 7 minutes of tech issues, or like 6 minutes of tech issues, but Couch was still running at the same time. So I think he's earned his time save. Okay. So we're past the security check, so now we're going to talk with our Barrett here. Yeah, 3 hours glitchless. We are just that good.
Oh, baby. That's a lot of fast.
That is a lot of fast. To put it in perspective, we leave Midgar at about 1:45-ish. Approximate. Depending on the run. I don't actually know the exact time. I don't have my splits up. I had a failure moment, so there's no splits for me to look at. Yeah, well, please get used to the mouths. Also, if you get certain bosses in battles have weird eyes. As in, they're faded. You're just like, why are your eyes transparent? It's bizarre. Those bother me more than the mouths these days. Though the mouths are pretty terrible. Yes, Barrett is bae. Barrett is definitely bae. In this game. Netara refers to herself in the third person quite often. It's one of my quirks.
One awesome quirk.
Thanks. I switch between first and third person just because.
Yeah, I do the same.
Barrett, the original Dream Daddy. Where's the lie? He does have the cutest child. Okay, so on this screen, everyone is going to congregate in front of the seventh heaven, and we don't have time for that. So we are going to purposely leave the screen the instant we get control and come back in because it's faster, because it will get rid of all of the people, all of our groupies, and leave just Barrett in front of the bar. We'll move out of our way like an absolute champ. Thank you, Barrett. So we've finally reached the seventh heaven, where we get our third member of our party, the ever wonderful Tifa. We're scared of Tifa. She can totally kick our butts, so we don't mess with her at all, ever. And so we get introduced to the concept of, do we suddenly have control and need to move plot forward? Just leave. Cloud's had enough of the nonsense which is going on and tries to leave. And you'll activate plot every time. Are we going to get Barrett for the gold saucer date? Well, if we were going to the gold saucer, I would be saying yes. I don't actually know which one's faster, so no. We won't be getting anyone for the date, though, if it makes you feel better.
I mean, we could.
Could we? Oh yeah, we could, but we couldn't actually finish the game. Whoever finishes first might be able to go and show that off for you. sounds so grumpy. Marlene's just like, Daddy, you're home. And Cloud's like, gotta go. Also, I can never get over the person on the TV. Their face is not okay. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
it's
go away.
mildly terrifying.
Stop. Jesse crying? We ain't got time for that. Oh, also, don't mash when you're on the pinball machine. You just go up and down infinitely.
I've done that a few times.
I do it so often when I'm not fully paying attention. Commentating and running at the same time is not the easiest thing. But poor Couch is his throat is hurting, so otherwise we'd be dual commentating this. But he's resting.
Yeah.
So now it is time for one of our longer cutscenes. Hurrah! Where we learn that Cloud has always had murderously stabby hair, and they were kind of adorable, and made some sort of promise. We care less about that. I'm more curious and wish to discuss the absolute lethal nature of that spike. Like, look at it. It's bigger than his head. How?
Wonder how much gel that takes.
Exactly. Too much. And the fact he's kept it up for all these years. Give it up, Cloud. How many people do you have to kill with that spike before you realize it's a terrible idea? Thankfully, by Advent Children, he learns. He tones it down a bit. So does Couch name his third party member more? I don't know. I don't actually know if he's been naming his characters or not. He often does.
I named... Well, Cloud was... I think Cloud ended up being C. Barrett was Space B. And Tifo's Butts.
I love it. It's so beautiful. Spoilers, it's a wig. Funny you mention wigs. We're going to go into this again in a moment.
A wig on top of a wig?
Yeah, wig on top of a wig. This was actually, we started a discussion about this in my stream yesterday, and we're going to bring the discussion back. That is a very good point, Enchantress of Numbers. What if his head is just spike-shaped? Hey, we don't judge. Everyone's shaped differently. And if that's the case, I'm a little sorry about poking fun at it all the time. Haha, poking. Thanks for your daughter's life savings. I worked hard for this.
Don't worry, we'll get more money later. Or want.
You root for the game, Dave. You root for the game. The game always wins. It's like Final Fantasy IV that way. Okay, so we're ready for the most important part of the game. Like, literally, bar none, the most important. All sec. Serious time. Okay, so we just called Baron an idiot in order to skip the materia tutorial, which is like 3 minutes long. We ain't got time for that. No time at all, so we dodge it. Okay. So we're gonna make a quick little detour into this convenience shop. Since some new tech was introduced last year, some of the money routing got a little tighter and had to be reworked because we need to buy many grenades, and we suddenly just get out of my way, kid, didn't have enough money to do it, so we had to route in a little bit of extra stuff. So now we're going to sell everything we own, because possessions are not important, grenades are. Okay. So now comes actually the first glitch in the game. So, take a little bit of serious time here. Okay, I may have gone too far over. We'll find out. Maybe not.
Anything can be speedrun if you try hard enough.
Truth. So, what you're going to see on probably Couch's screen first by the look of that restream and then mine is we are going to wiggle past some guards. So, this tech was discovered last year. I can't remember the exact person. Someone who doesn't even speedrun, and it was absolutely amazing. And speedrunners took it and figured out how to do it optimally. So, we wiggle past some guards in order to skip the entirety of Sector 5 and further spurn on the Eris versus Aerith debate. Because we now have Eris, who comes with a default name of Aerith with a TH. I'm going to re-talk to this person because mashing. And if you get Eris the correct way through the church, her naming window is Eris with an S at the end. But if you get her by default this way, as in she's just placed into your party, it's a TH. So you tell me which is correct, because the game says both. The game lies to me. How rude.
Just add a random S in there somewhere. Just make it even.
Exactly. So we are in Wall Market, and the part that we skipped explains that we're here to look for Tifa, who we lost when we fell down after exploding a reactor, which we totally did. And we need to get into Don Corneo's mansion, which is where Tifa ended up. However, they only let girls in. So we now have to do the incredibly important mission of making Cloud the prettiest. He's already incredibly pretty, and we're just going to step it up a notch. So we're going to go on a little fetch quest here in order to get the goods. So there's 4 different items we make, or that we need to get, and not necessarily getting them in the proper casual order. Part of this Couch and I do differently. I'm going to do a skip, while Couch is going to do the slightly longer way, but his way is safer, and I could softlock. So I'll let you know when we get there. I'm going to run 2 conversations at once. But first, I need some sushi. I'm hungry. Yeah, I'm not going to narrate the order that Couch is doing it, because he does it in a different order, but we're doing the same thing. So we're both going to accomplish the same things. It's just I do it in a different order so I can run 2 conversations at once. So I'm getting my pharmacy coupon. First I talked to a materia person who wants me to check out the inn. Then I went and ate some food and got a pharmacy coupon. And I'm taking that pharmacy coupon, scaring this poor item shop owner, getting a digestive. Sometimes your tummy just hurts. And then we're going to hang out at the inn because we're tired. It's been a long day already. 10 gil, and we're going to buy the most expensive item from the machine, which is what we want to be checking out here for the materia shop owner. I love it. The game has a list. Beautiful. Okay, so we checked out, got that item, had a little nap because, wiggling past guards is stressful. I'm going to talk again to the materia shop owner, who apparently just doesn't want to look at Eris, which is rude. Why would you not? And so now that he knows that
when you go into the materia shop, the guy just grabs nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So we got our protein drink set, or we let him know that it was a protein drink set, and he's just totally motivated to do what? I don't know. But he gave us a diamond, diamond tiara, so we're delighted. Next up, we want to get a dress. However, turns out the dressmaker is in a slump and is currently hanging out in the bar, which apparently is what you do in a slump. So we're going to go to the bar to handle that. Now, there's 2 different items you can get here, and while you're going to see Couch getting them separately, I'm going to do some YOLO and get them at once. So I'm ignoring the dressmaker. I'm going to go talk to the poor suffering person in the bathroom, and then with that text box up, I'm going to talk to the dress owner, and then I'm going to leave. And we're going to just shut this door carefully, and we're going to mash through some conversation. So I'm going and tell the line, what a tough-looking guy like that. Okay, now we're going to talk to the door, open it back up. We're going to talk to this person. Boink. Okay, and then we're going to come back here. We're going to mash very carefully, because as you see, we've got 2 conversations at once, so I'm going to give her the medicine. I'm going to wait until that second text box comes up. We're going to leave and go walk near the door. We're going to pick a dress that feels soft and that shimmers. We're going to close 2 text boxes at once, and we are not going to clear that text box that says I got the sexy cologne. So I have motivated the dressmaker, and I have gotten the sexy cologne all at once. If you do that in the incorrect order, or if you If you don't time it correctly, or if you clear a text box that you shouldn't, I would have soft locked. I would have started walking left into the table without any control of Cloud, and I just would have infinitely been walking into a table. So my life is not a table, thankfully. Yeah, we had a timer reset. My time is correct for both Couch and I. So enjoy Netara's timer. Okay, so we tried on the dress, but it's not quite enough. We need to be even prettier. So we're being sent to the gym in order to get a wig. But it's going to cost us. And what it's going to cost us is a squats competition. So I'm going to focus up for this because squats are hard. And we wanted to do it correctly. You don't want to lose this. This is the hardest part of the entire fetch quest. No lie. Okay, hold a sec. Don't need practice. Let's go. 30 seconds of buttons. The person you're competing against can mess up, but it's not guaranteed. So you don't want to mess up. There they go. That's right. Keep shaking your head. It's very itchy. There's shampoos for that. Oh, 20. It's one short. That's good. But we beat. Looks like Couch is also fine. So with that, we get the blonde wig, not just the normal wig. And again, it is super, super important that we get the best wig. Now with that, we have the tiara, the dress, the wig, and the cologne, and we are ready. We are going to be the prettiest. Look at that. So the question which was posited in my chat, and I am now going to posit to you, lovely chat, is the spike part of the wig, as in we got a wig which also has a spike, or does the wig kind of fit over the spike so that is still Cloud's real hair? Discuss. My chat decided that it was obviously Cloud's real spike, and the wig just kind of fits around it. The spike is just too powerful to be contained. Okay. Look at us. We're so pretty. Okay, now we're going to talk to our friend the guard here, who's just like, wow, too much pretty in one spot. Of course you can come in. And we're like, thanks. Also, that sign says poo. I'm sorry, that makes me giggle. P-U-U is what it says. I don't know what that means. I'm sure it has some meaning other than actually poo, but it makes me giggle. Okay. Stair balls. Don't do it to me.
Stairs are hard.
Stairs are really hard. What's that? I hear there are friendos. It's the only time I'm allowed to say it. But technically, the wig should push down the hair. So that, it's like when you get a wig cap to put over so you can put a wig on. Very aggressive cowlick. I love it. Hi, Tifa. Don't be alarmed, but I am incredibly gorgeous right now. Does not take away from your own beauty. We are a room full of beauties right here. And one errant potion, Doom. That's right, I did. I know there's a delay, so I'm answering chat and I'm not prefacing what I'm saying, so it's probably confusing. Mashing. I used to hate this song, truly, this track, but the more I play this, the more it just gets stuck in my head. It's just so appropriately creepy. I love how Cloud's like, the other girl's me, right? Like, he's like, I don't need to ask, but the other girl is me, right? And the other two are like, you're right, you didn't need to ask. Burn! Sick burn, Cloud. Sick burn. Okay, let's go do it.
Too pretty of a princess.
Too pretty. Okay, so we're ready. We're lining up for El Creepo here. So the reason we're here, Tifa explained to us, is that Don Corneo has some information on Shinra that we need. So actually, Tifa was hoping to get picked anyways, but now that it's the three of us, it doesn't matter who gets picked in her mind, because we get the information in any case. But we do want a specific person to be picked. And in this case, we got this healthy looking girl. So we do want Cloud to be chosen. The reason being is if Cloud is not the one chosen, you get to go into the back room because he's your main kind of perspective character, and you have to fight a couple battles before you can do the scene in Don Corneo's room. So if you can get Cloud chosen, then you just go straight to Don Corneo's room. So it saves quite a bit of time. That's why those squats are so important. No, I don't like you. There is someone else in my life. His name is B. B for Bay.
I took the long path and made Cloud start to kiss Don.
That's a spirit. I don't even know what path does that, but it's great. Also, let's up the creepy factor a bit. It says heaven on Don Corneo's bed. Because why? Even if you were actually good, why would you put on your bed that it's heaven? That's just creepy. Don't do, Don Corneo. Don't do. I'll smash it. I love this sequence. I love, seriously, this entire sequence.
Oh yeah, it's pretty fun.
It's so great. Also, I saw something about Mystic Quest remake. Yes. That game is already perfection. It does not need... It, like, legit does not need to be remade. How could you make that better? Like Benjamin's shrugging? It's too perfect. Bing, bing, bing. Also, I sing to the music. Sorry, not sorry. Do, do. I have no idea what the lampshade says. I have a very, very, very mediocre level of Japanese. I can just usually read meme things. It's probably something actually legit on the lamp. Rather than, you know, Don Corneo just being a creeper. Bed is heaven after a long day of work, but you know that without literally writing it on your bed. Okay, with that, we have been tossed into the sewers. But everyone's fine. Everything's good. And don't worry, the worst is over now. Ha! Ha ha! Ha! So, down in the sewers is a boss named Apps. Hello. Welcome. Apps looks really beautiful in this version. And this is where we start learning that grenades are beautiful, like so beautiful. The reason we bought them is because they are seriously OP at this point in the game. They do a huge amount of damage, are long-ranged, and really don't cost a lot. We only have to money route so particularly because we're skipping all the random encounters and extra stuff. So all of our money routing is to get those very powerful grenades, and we're going to use them to great effect, especially in battles like this. Basically, in most cases, only limit breaks do more, and often not even then. Look, Abs is beautiful. Looks so crisp and clear, and just wants a hug, and we're tossing grenades.
He just likes warm hugs.
Just what?
He just likes warm hugs.
Exactly. Look at us go! Whee! Goodbye. Terrorism starts? I think the terrorism started at the beginning of the game. Okay, we did it. Goodbye, Apps. So we have learned from Don Corneo that what Shinra's up to, they are really quite displeased that we blew up the reactor in Sector 7. So they've decided to drop the entire plate on Sector 7, being like, nope, we'll evacuate our people who live on top of the plate and let everyone underneath the plate die. And of course, that's where we live. That's where Barrett's daughter's currently hanging out. That's where Avalanche has its headquarters. Plus, hundreds of, or many, innocent people. So we don't want that at all. So it's the race to get back in time so we can try and save the Sector 7 pillar. So we can do that and or evacuate everyone. But first, trains.
Trains.
Trains. I haven't... Oh, my bunny's being very excited right now. It's food time and he cannot handle it at all. But he was being cute, and he's like, oh god, do I continue being cute or do I eat? And let me tell you, as I'm sure you all guessed, eating one. So I remember when I played through this game casually, this section was legit the worst. I would hate it every time I got here. But now it's just like, it's so easy. It's like 2 minutes just running through. I'm picking up some of the spare items around in order to sell them for more grenades. Let me tell you, the potions are only worth like a quarter grenade, but still. Every little bit helps. More grenades. Okay, don't get back in the train, Netara, because if you get back in the train, it will move back the way it just came from. Similar to the pinball machine, but much slower. So don't do that. Love yourself more than that. And we're gonna get an encounter in just a moment before I get to my thing. Oh no, we got there. Hurrah. There it is. Yeah, no, he does cutely eat my rabbit. Let me tell you, rabbits eat a lot. And by a lot, I mean everything you own. So, you have to hope they're really cute. Otherwise, you're very sad. Okay, so... we have made it out of the trains. And we've made it to the pillar, and it is still standing. And Netara is about to face the hardest boss she's ever faced in her life, stairs. Couch has a surefire method to go up those stairs, and I keep forgetting what it is, and not practicing it, so I still struggle with these stairs.
Just run straight up until you hit the door jam, and then run your diagonal.
Okay. Like, I'll physically hit it and it'll stop me? Or just until I see the door jam? Anyways, we're gonna try it. I'm gonna fail, but it's gonna be great. Stairs are really legit hard in this game.
They are.
It's one of the sacrifices in the kind of faux 3D thing they're going for. Or the 3D thing, but yeah, it's difficult. So, Avalanche is trying to save the pillar, is not succeeding. Eris is being sent to the 7th heaven to try and clear people out there. Oh no, I ran right by it. I was so close though, that timing was pretty close. Okay. And this is Stairs Light. I hope everyone likes stairs. There's many of them in this run, but this is Stairs Light. Listen, talking to yourself in the third person is the new cool thing. You did warn me about stairs. Stairs! I hear a gun. There must be someone I know up there. Also, we don't rescue Jesse this time. Sorry, not sorry. Why'd you attack me like that? Rude. Okay, bye, Jesse. Sorry you're not feeling good, but, you know, we gotta get here. Also, speaking of getting here, hey! It's Barrett! Better equip ourselves? Sure, no problem. Definitely get right on that. So, the next boss is Reno, and it's actually really an easy boss. You just have to hit him 8 times with grenades. But we're still hoping we get lucky at the beginning of this fight. If we don't, well, it's fine. That's pretty normal. But if we can get lucky, it means we can get an extra hit in before things get started. So that ATB is gross. What we want to do, he's going to triangle, or he's going to pyramid someone right at the beginning. And whoever gets pyramided cannot attack. What? Stop that. So we want the person who gets pyramided to have already attacked, which is not what happened. Barrett did not get a chance to actually attack. So if you can get a grenade off and then have that person get stuck in the pyramid, it's great because it's like you got an extra attack rather than just being stuck with 2 people attacking. But after 8 hits with grenades, Reno is going to remember that he left the stove on, and he's going to jet. Gotta go. Bye. No, don't trade Barrett for Jesse. Jesse's fine. Don't worry about it. And Reno's like, gotta go. That oven. Okay. We're going to talk to Tifa. She's just like, I don't know how to turn this off. You're a soldier. And he's like, well, nothing I know. Goodbye. Yes, Tifa's butts on Couch's stream. So
I had to break Barrett again.
What? Barrett, please. So it turns out Seng here is the leader of the Turks, and we missed the whole section, aka we wiggled past the entire section where they introduced the Turks as a group of people who are looking for Eris. But when she ran off to get to the 7th heaven, they caught her and are going to flee, so we know Eris is safe. However, they have also destroyed the pillar, so we don't know that we're safe. Listen, Tifa can be both. So I'm moving down here below Barrett because we need to get him moving. And he will just run back and forth on his own if you don't. And we don't have time for that. Barrett can't calm down. Literally cannot. He has literally got a gun for an arm. Would you be able to calm down in that situation? It's not his arm strength that keeps him able to lift and use that. It's pure rage. Get to take a quick cutscene break. We did it. We escaped. We did not save Sector 7 in any way, shape, or form, but our little crew got out safe, and so did Eris, so that's great, right? Right? Yeah, don't slap people in face. It's bad. Also, look at this really not good person here. Prez Shinra, you're not a cool dude. Listening to opera, watching us die. Some megalomania stuff right there. And this park, which we have actually never seen before, doesn't look so good. I'm sure in its day it looked fabulous, and that slide would be something cool to sit on, perhaps.
Yeah, that poor slide.
Yeah. So oh, you go on.
Oh, I was gonna say. So hopefully my computer has calmed down.
It seems to have.
It was iffy earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, the president's like, oh look, there's Sector 7, exactly how it should be, and you're like, creepy. So yeah, Barrett is being his usual helpful self and shooting at a huge giant pile of rubble as if that's going to help. Please save your ammo, we need that. So
where does he keep all the ammo?
I don't question things. The biggest question is, how do you attach a gun to someone's arm and have it work like that? Like, seriously. Seriously. So I think infinite ammo is the least of the problem of his gun arm. But it's so cool, and I love Barrett, so it's fine. Also, I never used to like Barrett. I didn't care for Barrett until I really started speedrunning it. And then, I don't know, he's charming. And then he's ridiculous. He goes very quickly from, I'm someone who yells and shouts a lot, and I'm angry at Cloud and hates everything, to, I'm just enthusiastic, and can't I talk? And Tifa's like, no. Tifa very quickly becomes the grumpy one. She's the mom in this situation. She's just like, I had enough of your nonsense. Stop. Barrett. And Barrett's like, no, I'm excited. Mom, can't we do? And she's like, no. Yeah, that's right. Barrett does still owe Cloud $2,000. Yes, this is in fact live.
Fun fact, when Barrett throws you the money at the beginning of the game, he throws it to you with his gun hand.
Wow, I wish I could hold things with my gun hand. Wait. That would imply I had a gun hand.
or has a gun hand.
Yeah, well, that's exactly. Also, for anyone joining us, please, there is a difference in the timers. My timer, I'm Netara, is correct. So, but Couch and I started at the same time. So, it's just take that as the right time for both of us. Okay, so now that we did that, we have heard that Marlene is actually okay. No, don't go in the house. Get out of the house. No. Fine. Remind me to get the ether when I leave the house.
All right.
It doesn't matter if you do it before or after, but my habit is to do it before. So my habit is going to be to just leave after. I need it.
Yeah.
Okay. What's this? I get a gun hand? Nobody wants me to have a gun hand.
I think we can get Netara a gun hand.
No. Oh, we probably could get me a gun hand, but nobody wants me to have a gun hand. There's a reason I'm the Valk's evil emote for the RPG Valkyries. Don't give me ammo. Like, seriously. Actually, no, that's the secret here. You're gonna give me a gun hand and no ammo. But the true secret is I'm gonna make it work with lasers.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You mean like dimes?
Yeah, exactly. Does he have lasers in his hand? I know he has a gun hand, but...
It's basically like a laser gun hand.
Oh, that's cool. And my Infinite Zero, thank you. Remind me again at the end of this cutscene. But I did learn the thing, and the thing I learned is that once you go in the house, you cannot just walk back out again. Some things don't actually trigger the cutscene immediately when you enter a space, so you can leave and fix it, but Eris's house is apparently not one of those. Oh god. Actually, Rabbit Hand would be much eviler than a gun. Speaking as someone who has a free-range rabbit, they eat everything. I have never had nice pillowcases since. So this entire cutscene is to just tell us about Eris's history. She's not really Elmira's daughter. She found her at the train station with a dying mother when Elmira was waiting for her husband to come back from war. And Eris, is adopted by her and starts showing a few little strange traits like talking to the planet, nothing weird. Telling her not to cry because she lost someone near to her, but they're okay now, and finding out her husband died. So, not so cool. So the Turks, even from this young age, are like, yes, she was in our lab, and we want her back, to put her back in said lab. And Elmira obviously is like, no? She's mine now. So, all this long cutscene is just to explain why the Turks might want Eris. Seems a little excessive, but that's probably only because I have to mash through it every single time I play this game. It's actually quite a lovely cutscene the first time you play it, but after 60 plus times, it loses all of its spark. I'm like, could you just give me 2 text boxes to explain all this? And also add in, Marlene is safe, Eris saved her, and brought her to the house, so... Oh yes, and to progress the plot, just try and leave again. We did! Plot confirmed. Phaser hand! Yes! I am a Trekkie, so that is exciting to me. It said phasers to kill. Ooh, or a hookshot hand. That's also cool. That's a lot of hands. Okay, Netara, go right and get your ether. Go right and get your ether.
You should get that materia too.
No. Don't you do this to me, Couch. I thought we were friends. I'll pick all the flowers while I'm here too, why don't I? It's a great idea.
Well, I mean, you do have to get the materia for
no slots?
For no.
Cool. Okay, so we need that because I'm gonna do some shopping. No, sell items, sell ethers, all of them, 1 high potion, and everything else. I have to keep 1 high potion, otherwise I've literally rip-run. Don't do that. Love yourself more than ripping your run. Okay, so I can buy 1 more. Excellent. I need a certain amount of money for the upcoming section. There's a weapon, which I'm going to buy for safety. I'm probably not even going to need it, but I could need it. And again, it'll be rip run if I need it and don't have it. And I also need 300 gil for batteries. I only need 2 of the batteries, but it's a 3-pack, which is just rude. Original Series Type 1. But that looks cool, but I'm a next-gen girl. Okay, this is not Star Trek. This is Final Fantasy VII. Okay, come on. Wiggle through all this debris. We always gotta wiggle to get the wall garden. Okay, so we're back in Mole Market, but we're not here for very long. We're literally just passing through. But we're gonna do some shopping this time. No more squats, but behind the squats is a gun shop. Or a machining gun. We're gonna buy a mithril rod. Don't leave the mithril rod behind. 9 runs out of 10, I don't actually need the rod. But that 1 out of 10, I do. And again, if you don't have the rod, it is rip run. You are done. So, we're gonna kind of not look okay there for a minute. Okay. Also, please enjoy the graffiti. We posit that it is actually avalanche, but in terrible, terrible English. So it's like Averley. Patrick Stewart is anything, just confirmed. Confirmed best. So we're gonna climb this pole because we've been told there's a way to get to the Shinra headquarters where Eris is being held up the top here. And we gotta walk through all this debris. So we're going to use 2 out of 3 batteries in order to progress our path, and we're going to use a sound cue in order to use the jumping on the pole part that everybody hates playing this casually. Let me tell you, as a speedrunner who has played this and hated this part casually, if you have not played this game and want to play it casually, learn that one thing. Learn the sound cue. Don't even care about anything else, but learn the sound cue, because it's just so helpful.
Absolutely.
Yes, Deep Space Nine, in my opinion, is also the best. But I grew up on the next generation, so it has that special place in my heart. But DS9. Okay, anyways. Now that I've said those not at all hot takes, it's time to progress. I'm gonna stop talking in a minute. Do you need me to stop talking for your sound cue?
Oh no, I'm good.
Okay. You're probably already past it.
I just got to it.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. I even did the fast one. Sometimes if I don't mash through fast enough, I don't quite catch the swing and I have to wait for another round.
Oh, yeah.
But I got it that time. Yeah.
Heck yeah. I think we should take the elevators.
Well, how about you take the elevator and I'll take the stairs and we'll see which is faster. Which is funny because I don't need the item that's on the stairs, but Couch does, so... That is one of the rules.
Run out of grenades.
Yeah, exactly. Don't run out of grenades. That's not allowed. Okay, so we've made it to the terrible, grossly huge building that is Shinra headquarters, and we're just ready. So we're provided with 2 options at the beginning. And those 2 options are suggested by Barrett, which is bust in the front door, or suggested by Tifa, which is sneak in. So we really love Barrett, and we really hate disappointing our bae. So we are going to tell him that we are just going to bust in the front door. We're going to do this. Let's just bust in. And then, like the wonderful person we're of course lying, and we're going to take Tifa's much more intelligent suggestion, and we're going to sneak in the back way. Which is billions of stairs. So get ready, everyone. I hope you love stairs, because the next 3 to 5 minutes is nothing but stairs. I didn't mind Voyager. It was not as good as the other ones, but I enjoyed it. It was the right kind of campy for my enjoyment. Okay. Also, Janeway's the boss. Okay, so now we're going to run upstairs forever. Couch is going to pick up an elixir, which is on the stairs. I am not. This is on purpose. So anyone who speedruns this category in Final Fantasy VII, it's okay. I'm doing the safe strat. I've had people in my chat when I do this part start freaking out, being like, Netara, you forgot the elixir. And I'm like, I don't use the elixir. They're like, what? So yes. Stairs. Yeah, the only games I speedrun with any sort of confidence require walking up a billion stairs and then doing magical glitches. So, if you know any games which fall under this category, I'll add them to my collection. Actually, I need to learn Final Fantasy I exactly for this reason. My gosh, I totally misread one of the statements in chat, and I read it as if only She-Ra had locked the door to that stairwell, which is, I was like, well, that's cool. She-Ra's awesome, but why? And then I realized I misread it. Listen, season 2 of the Netflix She-Ra is coming out on Friday, so I'm excited, okay? I haven't forgot it yet. I haven't even passed it yet. Listen, this is
so many stairs.
Yeah, this is leg day percent.
I mean, if you look at Cloud's quads, they're pretty big.
Yeah, they really are. I just always figured he had those poofy pants. The ones which are kind of poofy at the top and like on the calves they're tight. But okay, see the elixir? Goodbye, elixir. I even faced it for a minute. Ha. Yeah, I have in the past speedrun Final Fantasy IV. I do a stairs percent in that. I say I have. I used to run it all the time, but I haven't run it in like a year. Bing, 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 bing. Yes, the Netflix, speaking as someone who is absolutely obsessed with the 80s cartoon, and still is, I'm not gonna lie, I really quite enjoyed the Netflix She-Ra. It's very different, so if you go in expecting the exact same as the 80s version, it's not the same at all, but it really kept to the spirit of it, and I really quite enjoy it. So, the answer is yes. It's excellent. Watch it. For anyone who likes that sort of thing. I still love my campy 80s She-Ra, though. Because, oh goodness gracious. I didn't like the Carmen Sandiego. I gave it up after 3 episodes. I was bored. Netara's a hater. Oh, God. Also, I apologize for some of the text in the stairs. Much of the text is okay in this game, but some of it is quite dated. Marlene, Daddy wanted to see your face again one more time. I seriously love Barrett's dramatics. He's just like, I'm gonna die. It's fine. Can we go back down? We'll take the elevator. And it's like, it's just easier to keep going up. Which is a lie. It's never easier to just keep going up on when it comes to stairs. But, you know, we weren't going back down, so let's light a bear so we feel better. We made it, everyone. It's the light at the end of the stair tunnel. Okay, so it is time to do some menuing now that we're at the top of the stairs. Most of the game we're going to spend in active, but we very specifically want to be wait here, and we want to shove everyone in the back row. I'm going to shovel around some materia for Cloud. Okay, close enough. Let's go! Destroy the intruders. So we're putting it into wait here in order to manipulate this fight. Okay. We're just gonna sit in the menu because while we're in the menu, the ATB gauge does not continue to go. We got bad starting ATB there, but anytime one of these enemies loses their armor, their ATB resets the beginning. And while we're in the menu, ATB doesn't go either. So basically we're manipulating it so we get way less turns than we're supposed to. So it's actually sitting and waiting actually becomes much faster. Okay, we did it. And what should they leave behind but the first of many key cards in this absolutely totally secure building? Because there's definitely not lots of key cards lying around. Okay, so it is time for one of the harder parts of this game, which is sneaking. So we're going to take it a little serious here. And Couch should already be in it, and I will be there shortly. Oops. Too busy talking to actually talk to my friends. You will stay in the elevator forever if you don't talk to Tifa and Barrett. So talk to your friends.
Don't mash when you first go in the elevator, otherwise you'll go down.
Yeah, you'll go down to the first floor, and in attempting to fix that, you may soft lock, which both Couch and I have done, which makes me giggle a lot. Okay.
It's fun, though.
Yeah. Oh, I went a little bit too fast. Darn it. So you don't want to get caught in doing this because you waste grenades, and we need those grenades. And you can't run away from this fight. So, and I'm inactive, so I can't even take advantage of stuff in this. So the ATB armor thing, in this case, for these particular enemies, their ATB gauge resets when their armor disappears. So we want to, we were timing it so they were basically not getting a refresh of their ATB. Okay, there we go. Thanks for the good luck. Okay, we did it. Now, Netara's going to do it correctly this time. No reason that I should know this, but you can only fail this 4 times in a row before the game automatically passes you through. Okay. Looking out for very specific movement to make it a bit easier. Okay. There we go.
Stupid plinking.
So the plinking that Couch is referring to is when you press a separate input and your game takes it as a double input, so you end up moving to something you didn't want to move to. There we go, made it through. First time, every time. Haha. So this game is really bad for it, and I haven't figured out a way. There's some games where you can plink and you can actually control it to a way you can use it to your advantage to go faster, but I haven't figured out a way to do it in this game. So it's, rather than going fast, it actually just slows you down because you're going to the wrong menu spots. I think the best Final Fantasy game is whatever Final Fantasy game you love and enjoy. So everyone, just love whatever game. So you're supposed to look in the bookcases to find out what the correct password is, but it's always one of 4. I got the first try, excellent. The only thing you get for selecting the right one is an element, or like is a certain item along with the key card, but nobody cares. All we need is that key card. So we just guess every time and hope RNG treats you nice like it did me today and gives me the first one. It'll never be the 3rd or the 6th option. It'll always be 1, 2, 4, or 5. So now we have the little pieces. To start, the only chest that is open is the first one that both Couch and I went to. But as long as you go to this, the empty spot closest to the door and insert the part there, all of the rest of the chests are technically open, but as soon as you open one, all the rest will lock. What this means is you still have to open them one at a time, but unlike what the game intends you to do, you don't have to go to them in a certain order. Were I to place that first piece in one of the other spots, there would be an actual very specific order that I'd have to go to these chests one at a time. But now, I can route it however I want. So it doesn't matter much, but memorizing the route is annoying. Ain't no one got time to know which chest you go to first. The only thing you need to know is which chest has the key card, because you obviously have to go that one last. I wish there was a way to speed this up, or you could have multiple pieces at once, but you can't, so...
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. I like putting things in the back pieces first, which is how I actually learned there was a difference, because I used to try and put it in the back one first, and there was a particular order, and then someone's like, you do know as long as you put it in the front piece, you can do it whatever order you want, and I was like, yes. There's a lot to remember in this route anyways. Any extra information, we ain't got time for that. Yeah, capture cards can be really cheap depending on what you're trying to do and the quality you're looking for. Okay, last piece. Whee! Also, I love how this model is already so accurate. Sector 7's already destroyed. You're like, wow. That's something. Also, I smell salsa in my house and I'm very jealous.
Ooh.
Palmer, I love how you run. You're so enthusiastic in life. I hate you, but I love how you run. Okay, so we're going to the bathroom. We're gonna climb up because there's an executive meeting, and we're not really spies. We are just terrorists, but we still love information. So we want to know. Do-do-do-do. So basically, all they're saying is, we don't care about rebuilding Sector 7 because all we care about is the Promised Land. And they're like, what the heck is the Promised Land? And they're like, everyone's happy there. Yay! It's why we need the Ancients. And we're like, what? And the rest of the executive are like, what? And Hojo's like, meh! And it's creepy. And Palmer splits in two because Palmer's not built like mere mortals. Like, look at that laugh. Creepy.
Cloud picks the best hiding spots ever.
Yeah, oh yeah. At least this one's vaguely sneaky. Oh, I think you're in the bad one. Okay, you're in. The stream doesn't show it yet. Yeah, where Couch is literally the worst hiding spot in the universe. We can see you, Cloud. The person walking towards you can see you even more than we can. Why do you think this is a good spot? Yet nobody sees him. I think there's like a plot where they're just like, no, we're making you think you're sneaking in, but we're letting you in.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's creepy as heck. Alright, we don't want to go there. Can't go to the elevators because we don't have a key card.
I'm gonna make red a good number this.
Oh, what's the good number?
Oh, just have to wait to find out.
Okay, Couch has his own personal meme where he keeps mucking with the number on Red 13's name. Usually it's decreasing. So, so we've had Red 12, Red 11, Red 10. I think maybe we had Red 9?
We had Red Pie the other day.
Oh, Red Pie. Ooh, sounds delicious.
114.
I love it. Did you do it in Roman numerals, though?
Not.
That's fair. Yeah, let's hide behind a box. We're definitely totes sneaky. Look at us go. Now it's Netara's turn. We're gonna be the sneakiest. I don't even think their board meeting was that interesting. Literally, it was the president talking like a megalomaniac.
It was just Hojo coming in and
Hojo also being ridiculous and not completely sane, and Palmer being like, I like cookies. Like, it was the worst. And Scarlet complaining about the smell.
I also love how Barrett's solution is just to shoot everything.
It's why I relate with Barrett so much. What, there's a problem? Shoot my way out. But Netara, we just didn't have a fork for that cake. Shoot it! So Cloud looks in the window, sees a creepy body with no head, and absolutely is not doing so well. Don't be like Cloud. If you're having episodes like this, go see your mental health provider, please. Cloud ignores his problems, and what does it do? It gets Eris killed. Don't be like Cloud. Okay, so We failed at hiding. We tapped on the glass on a trapped animal, which is just rude. Okay, so we're getting that poison materia, super, super required, and we're going back into weight because the sample boss we're fighting up here is one of only 2 fights where we're going to manipulate specifically with the weight. Usually weight makes things slower and safer, but this is a speed run, so we don't often want that. I will use it once more in a future run, or actually, a bunch of the future bosses I'll use it in. Couch will not. That noise is great, don't worry about it. Do it. Yeah, it's funny, it doesn't take long for Barrett to go from threatening grumpy person to just silly and over-enthusiastic. We've already hit silly and over-enthusiastic. Cloud is slowly becoming an actual compassionate human being, but only where Eris is involved. And Tifa's just done with all of their nonsense, just full stop, period. Spoilers? What? There's no spoilers. You can't prove anything. Also, Red doing the most important work, chewing Hojo's chest out. Yeah! Hurry! Oh no, what's wrong? The elevator's moving. What? That's what elevators do. And then, of course, Red 13 talks, and we're like, what? Tifa, I'm counting on you to take care of Eris. Okay, cool. Red 13. I don't bother reading him. Red 13 doesn't actually talk enough, and doesn't actually say his name enough for it to matter. So, we're going to do that weight trick again with grenades. Because we want to manipulate, we want to make it so that these pill bugs don't attack. They're annoying. They're really annoying, and if we were to kill them, they just respawn. So killing them is actually irrelevant. So we just want to give them as few turns as possible. Anytime you actually want to start shooting those grenades. There we go. So we don't want to do that last one until someone else does. You want to do it in a chain of setting your next command when someone else has attacked. Oop, I set that one a bit early. It's fine, don't worry about it. So this boss actually is really not that hard, especially if you're ignoring the pill bugs. But yeah, putting it in weight just makes it so much faster because you're attacking and the pill bugs are doing nothing. They're just sitting there being like, hi, we're really not cute at all, pill bugs. And you're like, die. Okay, we did it. Boss down. Yeah, grenades are super important. Like, mostly they're important because of their range and damage. And damage at this point is what does a lot of it. What we're going to see in one of the upcoming boss battles where the range is going to be really important. Okay. You've done it. Actually, what we want to do while we're here, put everything back in active. Battles are faster to run away from if you are in active mode as well, so active is definitely a good thing to be in when running around. What did you name your...
Don't question the numbers, it's just nonsense.
Okay, I was gonna say, what did you name your red after?
MMIX.
Mega Man 9?
No.
Oh.
It's 2009.
But Mega Man 9. I'm just going
I don't play Mega Man.
No, I don't either. Still. So we have a random person come in, and they're like, can you press up, please? And we're like, you're a Turk, must be a trap. And Rude was like, I literally just wanted to go up, but fine. If you're going to be a jerk like that, yeah, I am a Turk. If only you were nice to Rude. If you weren't rude to Rude, this never would have happened. But alas, this is where your hubris has gotten you. So of course, we thought we got away with it. We saved Eris, we saved the cute fire puppy, but we were caught. So, of course, our megalomania maniac president needs to explain and lord over us exactly how cool he is, and he's not. He's terrible. So we're just gonna listen because we have no choice. We are literally We're literally controlled and captured. Eris isn't even here. They're like, nope, she's too important to be around the likes of you.
It's up to chat to make up the meme, alright?
It's a meme? What meme? Listen.
MMIX is what
You're cutting out.
Yeah, I know. My computer's acting up.
Oh,
Not being kind.
Computer, please. Don't be a jerk. Dog developer, we only steal them because they're amazing. Oh, great. Oh. That was impressive. Anyways. Back to the actual game and not spammers.
Indeed.
The only speech thing we need to deal with here is we need to talk to Eris. We don't actually care what Eris has to say in this case, though she's totally lovely. But the only way to progress the plot is to get at the plot option, the text option underneath where it says talk to Eris. So we have to talk to Eris first. So she gets a room of her own because she's actually important while we're just all scrub terrorists. So we're like, hey, we hear you can talk to the planet and take us to some promised land. She's like, rumor has it. And we're like, well, that's... shouldn't you know? And she's like, I apologize to everyone who's having to deal with some spam. That's what happens when your marathon is just too amazing. Listen, they wouldn't be spamming us if this marathon wasn't so fabulous. Tifa is OP. There's no word of lie. Okay, so now we're to Netara's favorite section of the game. Couch has done it already, but it's the go-between. Wow, this door is open. I wonder what happened. Let's check it out. Oh, this guard is down. Wonder what that's about. So we go and talk to Tifa. And Tifa's like, oh, hey, what's wrong? Oh, look, the door is open. Something's wrong. Let's go look outside. Oh, I wonder what happened. So she investigates the guard. We get a key, which is cool. And it's like, okay, let Barrett out. So we let Barrett out. And Barrett's like, something's wrong. Let me investigate. And you're like, oh my goodness. Can we just not micromanage this situation, trust what Cloud has to say, and continue? So, we're picking up the rest of our party. Couch has time to emote. Lucky. So, there's nothing at all suspicious happening here. There's just a really cool, definitely not blood trail, leading us up to the top. It's actually pretty handy. I wouldn't know where to go without this blood trail. So thanks, creepy person who literally drenched the entire floor in blood. Couldn't do it without you. Go team.
They're just trying to remodel.
Yeah, exactly, right? Also, my feeling is that all the ladies are excellent except for Yuffie, who... Actually, no, I love Yuffie. Yuffie is great. I'm sorry, Yuffie. I didn't mean it.
Whoops.
Whoops. Should have waited on giving that hot opinion. We'll find out why Netara quickly took back her opinion on that in about an hour and a bit. To be fair, Yuffie actually was my favorite. I still love her in spirit. Hey Palmer, what up? Fancy meeting you here. That is a lot of ketchup. You would have to put quite a coordinated effort to put that much ketchup around. Wow, I just thought of a really morbid question. I'm not going to ask it, but anyways. So, really, there's helicopters in the background, piloted by someone who should not be allowed to pilot a helicopter. No, don't tell Yuffie I love her. Tell her I love her. And I need to see her immediately. Okay, so Rufus is like, who are you? And we're all just like, we're these random names, or these really random things. And he's like, what a crew, because it's like, I'm a terrorist. Me too. I sell flowers. It's like, seriously? Seriously? Rufus, best president, though. Now that the fake President Shinra is done, the true President Shinra can come and shine, controlling everything with terror. And Cloud's like, you gotta go. This guy is actually dangerous, unlike his father, so please go. Please take Eris with you. I'll handle this. And you're like, okay, cool. I'm not gonna argue. So Couch is already showing right now the second really important thing about the grenades, which is range. For anyone who's familiar with this game casually, there's a range component to that elevator fight, which you're not even going to know exists if you're just paying attention to the grenades. But grenades are a long-distance weapon, so while using them, anyone can actually hit the boss, rather than having to depend on hoping you had equipped materia in advance on the correct people and Barrett's gun. Hey, Eris is great. She has a very important job in this speedrun as well.
Super important job.
Super important. One of the most important jobs in the speedrun. Okay. Elevator time! Gonna hold up an A to get there quick. Unfortunately, Eris took a hit before we even got into the battle. That's not so great. We really need Eris not to die during this fight, so... Okay. Good ol' up an A. Making that grenade go. And now we're gonna hold A to win. If Eris gets her HP low enough, we will use her limit in order to cure herself and everyone else, because we have no other way of curing. We sold all our potions that we're allowed to use, and we have no materia equipped. It's great. These poor robots. Any reason we're not using the limits, it's a time waste. It's honestly faster for the amount of damage we're doing to just hold A. If we take the time to go through the inventory and switch to the limits, it's just slower and, at least in a couple of cases, not as powerful. I'm gonna spoil everything. No, I'm not. Listen, I'm hinting, not spoiling.
Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh. Oh, I can kind of see
She
what's...
survived it.
Oh, does she survive? Speaking of spoilers, let's watch in anticipation about what's happening on Couch's screen. Though it could be resolved by the time I actually see it. Okay, I'm halfway through. 19! Oh my god! You live on the edge of terror. I get even close to 100. I'm like, cure? Yeah, exactly. Limits, as Dog Developer says, limits also have animations, so it's just slower. Speaking of taking hits and doing things, we're in a marathon, so I'm gonna play it safe. I'm not... Oh god. Couch. 3 HP! You survived! Oh god.
Don't worry, it's fine. I got
It's fine. Oh, I've seen Couch do that one too many times, and it terrifies me every time. But yeah, this enemy also can put people to sleep, so you really want to cure when you get a chance. For anyone who doesn't know Couch and I am always tend to err on the side of caution, while Couch is much more likely to YOLO to fast effect. So he's fine though. He made it through. He is on to doesthedogdie.com, and the answer is yes. If we're doing it correctly. Don't stop hitting Eris. So yes, as mentioned, Eris is the one person we need to survive this battle. It is very, very important. There's level manipulation we're doing with Eris, and she, because of the skip we do, there are some levels from the early game she doesn't get anymore, so it is entirely possible that we get to there and she just simply doesn't have enough levels. So, which is bad. Okay. Boss 1 down. End with start. Let's fight Rufus. Rufus has just left Couch's screen from what I can see, so he's further than that for you. Rufio. Okay. I'm gonna risk it and use my limit. problem with using the limit in this battle is sometimes it does not actually do enough damage to kill Dark Nation, which means you have to use a grenade anyways. But I'm gonna risk it because I need those grenades. It did it. Excellent. Because I had that extra fight, I'm short on grenades, so I need them. So also, please take note of both Rufus's eyes and that helicopter in the background. Whoever is piloting that helicopter needs to really calm down. And probably not pilot a helicopter ever again. Also, keep an eye on Rufus's eyes. Like, seriously, what is wrong with his eyes? This is a problem. This is worse than the mouth, as far as I'm concerned. Bye, Rufus. I miss you already. Goodbye. Okay, we did it. Okay, we're gonna menu quick, because we removed... No, don't go in there. Because we removed materia, and I need it. It's faster to actually just remove it, mash through text, and remove the materia than it is to, Did I go back into active? I was like, Yes, I did. Good. Okay. Da-da-da. Okay, so it's been a really long time since we've saved. So, no, go. Save. Save. So, when you get an hour and a half into your run and you haven't saved, that gets a little terrifying. So, for a little bit of safety, get a save in there. Okay, so we've made it down with Team Eris, and now we're going to try and bust out the front way. However, we learned very quickly that is not a good idea. So you're enjoying the cutscene for Couch, and I'm going to let you enjoy the cutscene on my side as well. Please enjoy. It's amazing. And then we'll be back for more bikes. Couch is trying to get 3 red bikes. All of their different color bikes are manipulated by certain actions, and the red ones will stay behind your sword. You got all 3 red bikes. I love it. Okay, let's see if we can do it. This is completely RNG as well. You could get all 3 red bikes right at the beginning, or you could not get them at all. Please be nice to me, game. I love you. That was 1. There's 2. There's 3! The mythical 3 red right from the get-go. Super happy here. Didn't see whether Couch got his 3 at the beginning, but I'm gonna assume yes. So yes, so anyone who's ever struggled with this bike fight, here you go. This is the trick. I don't actually know the exact AI of the other colors, other than red hate your sword a lot, and will do everything they can to stay behind you so long as you're swinging it. Actually sometimes hate this, getting it early. It's great that you get it early. I'm never going to complain, but it hurts. Because if you don't, like, mash fast, they will actually catch up and they can get ahead of you. Just I'll appreciate this amazing music. And I spy a pizza cat in the chat. That's a spirit. Okay, so they're gonna drop off. Goodbye, my lovely friends, and we're gonna get out of the way because we got a big old nasty coming behind us who we are gonna kill, not actually with math, but with counting. Just use turbo. Yes, I agree. Separate turbo boards. That's all I'm gonna say about the topic right now. But let's do it. Let's not hurt our hands and let's beat up bosses with counting. It's not math, it's just counting. So 544, magic numbers. It's gonna look scary. It's not as scary as it looks as long as you follow the numbers. Follow the numbers. Okay. Oops. And don't actually fail. And okay, so that's 1. So what we're counting is attacks, and don't be a jerk. Do not be a jerk, Motorball. We want to get to 5 attacks on Cloud and 4 attacks on everyone else, and that's when we're going to stop attempting to attack. So that's we're at 2. This is in order to manipulate the boss AI. So again, this is going to look much scarier than it actually is. I'm going to focus a bit because losing count is bad. That's 3. And Barrett is slow, 3. We're playing the Steam one, or the PC HD remaster. It doesn't have to be Steam. I just happen to be playing the Steam one. 4. And 5. Button off. Oh god, this is scarier than it usually is, but we should be fine. So I'm just sitting here not pressing any buttons right now. Okay, but as soon as the boss starts transforming, we get to press the button again. So what we're doing is we're manipulating the boss AI. It's getting ready to counterattack at us, and because we stopped when we did, there's nothing to counterattack. So the boss stands up and just looks pretty and doesn't do anything. And we finish killing it because it was almost dead. 2600 HP is all that Motorball has. So we may have very little HP, but it's easy done. So you're going to see the text going, or has been just really weird on Couch's screen, and it's going to be weird on mine. What he's doing is the same sort of technique that I ran, or no, not the exact same, but is a technique that we're going to run a few times in this run, which involves running 2 types of text boxes at the same time. A press button to activate text box and a movement to activate text box. And if you have them both going up on the screen at the same time, you actually gain the ability to move in scenes where you should be forced still. And we use this to skip out of sequences which we should be trapped in, such as Midgar, without listening to everyone jabber on, or having to get cured. The only problem with this is we're not going to get a cure, but that's kind of good. Okay, let's see. I didn't get a first try. That's okay. This is frame perfect, so usually takes a time or 2, but the text box goes really wonky, so you know really quickly when you got it. Really? We're going to do this? Oh. You freaking kidding me, Barrett? There we go. I don't know. Then
Barrett's
let's go.
a pain in the butt.
Barrett's great. Okay, so I'm gonna... Okay, we're gonna do a little quick safety save here, because I don't have a lot of HP, and there's nothing worse than dying out just outside of Midgar. We should be fine, but most of the encounters here don't kill you. We're gonna do another quick save here because, you know, safety. Safety first! And into calm we go. So we have left Midgar. Everything is fabulous. And we're gonna go to the inn and have talkie time because there's some things that aren't matching up. Suddenly Sephiroth is here and killing people. We thought he was dead. We just have no idea what's going on. And Cloud seems to have more of an idea than the rest of us. So after some really important shopping and selling items which I'm sure are useful in a non-speedrun, we're gonna go and talk and have story time. Couch is already there and he is on his in his car. He's going to have an encounter come up with a dragon. We want that dragon to, first off, not attack Cloud. But if the dragon does choose to be a jerk and kill Cloud with his low amount of HP, then we want Sephiroth to be the cold, heartless jerk we know him to be and to not bring Cloud back to life. It's completely RNG dependent, so we just kind of have to hope and pray. Couch, stop telling me I'm good when you're running a game. And thank you everyone for your kind words. Couch does the playing super well, and I do the talkie. We make an excellent team.
This is true. Netara is best commentator.
I wouldn't say best, but I'm not awful. So, we're hanging out in a truck. Super fun. Doing squats. You know, like you do. Listen, this is the second time doing squats in this game. Cloud obviously loves squats.
All the squats. Gotta make sure those legs are strong.
Yeah. Yeah, also, please enjoy Sephiroth's O-Face. It's fabulous. Okay, now it's Dragon Luck for Netara. Let's see what we got. Come on, dragon. Attack the one with the pointy sword. Or the really pointy sword. Okay, no, fine, whatever. Okay, my bad, I didn't specify which, but thankfully Sephiroth was a jerk and attacked anyways, so we're good. Yes, listen, what you're hearing there is optimal mashing. That is important. So yes, for those who are just joining us, an hour and 40 minutes into our run, my name is Netara, I am one of our runners, and Couch23 is my opponent. We are racing to the end of Final Fantasy VII, which we will complete in approximately 3 hours. Please note that we're already an hour 40 and we just left Midgar. No reason, don't worry about it, it's fine. Sephiroth's having a bit of a laugh, don't worry about it. And hold a sec, it's time for one of my favorite parts. Okay, that's all. So one of the parts about this section which just really cracks me up is Barrett's constantly kind of just popping in, being like, hey, I have a question. And Tifa's like, can you please save your questions to the end so the story is not constantly interrupted? And Barrett's like, but I have so many. And Tifa's like, wait. And you're like, okay, I'm sorry. Even Barrett is terrified of Tifa, as he should be. She could end all of us. What happened? We don't talk about what happened to the previous 22 couches. Okay, so we can go visit our family if we want.
We don't ask about the other ones.
Yeah, we don't. We don't talk about this. Okay, so we're supposed to go see our family, but we don't care. Sephiroth's here, and we'd rather stay here. But first we're going to have a nap, because you know what? You can't explore story time effectively without a nap. So there we go. We had a nap. We're going to go talk to Sephiroth again. It's fabulous. And we're going to meet our guide for this lovely cutscene. And it's Tifa, just absolutely rocking the cutest cowgirl outfit. Not many people can rock that look, but Tifa does in spades. So the townspeople are super excited about having this war celebrity of Sephiroth here, and would like to get a picture. So Cloud is like, sure, whatever. I'm here. I don't care. I'm secretly screaming inside, but I'm pretending like I don't care. So Couch, did you eat the other couches and gain their powers and ascended? As is being suggested by Bone of Malkav? I apologize if I murdered your name.
I'm pleading the fifth.
Okay, that sounds fair. Yes, Netara is talking and also doing the run. Usually, Couch and I share the duties for both, but he's not well right now and is still running for us because he's amazing. So I'm taking the talking duties. Because I can and do talk in my sleep, so it's fun. Yes, I am the left player. That's me. Okay, go up the bridge. Following Tifa. She would never, ever lead us astray. And by that I mean the bridge immediately collapses beneath our feet. let's be real. We're all secretly just screaming on the inside on many things. So Cloud is just doing what we're feeling. Also, for those who are just joining us, I am going to call Cloud Couch and Couch Cloud. The names are too similar. I do it every time. So get ready.
You should just rename Cloud Couch
and then I could just call. I really should do that. So yeah, Sephiroth is like, it may seem heartless, but we're going to leave the people we lost behind because we're in a hurry. I still to this day have not figured out why we're in such a hurry. Because we kind of get to the reactor and then chill here for a few days. But if Sephiroth says it's a hurry, he has about 3,000 more HP than me, so who am I to argue? And a lot of spells. Thank you. Thank you for killing all those enemies. No. I only speedrun my dreams. Sob. Okay. Let's do it. Listen, I already said we're not visiting our family. To ask our mom to get in the picture with us, that just ruins the whole effect of, you know, being grumpy and not visiting our family. Okay, so we've made it. We're on our way, but we have to take this little quick stop. We didn't have time to save 2 missing people, but we do have time to look at pretty Mako fountains. I think their priorities are in order. Like, look, it's really pretty. I'm a little worried about Tifa's legs in this sequence, I'm not gonna lie. And yes, you'll notice the commentary is a little behind because I'm commentating to what I'm playing. I'm trying to keep an eye on what Couch is doing, but with stream delay and everything, it's a little difficult. So you tend to get what I'm getting, and I'm a little bit behind.
Yeah, and Netara talks way better than I do.
No way. The fast version of sleepwalking. That sounds painful. Okay, let's see. The next real boss of the game, stairs. I hate these stairs so much. No! Oh, that didn't take that long. Why the time difference? Yes, there were tech difficulties. Netara's timer, which is me, is correct. We're both by that. So Couch is, he's correct in that time. His timer is just off. So we both started at the same time.
Like 4 minutes.
Yeah, so. And we're just leaving it for the lulls. Actually, I think it's off by like 6 or 7 minutes. Okay. Oh no, let's see if we do it or if we get the encounter. No. So I left the reactor and came back in because Sephiroth, for all being a really cool war hero, walks super duper slow. So we ain't got time for that. So by leaving and coming back in, we despawn him and can walk really calmly and quickly all the way through the reactor. And he proves just how lazy he is, as in he comes, he checks out there, he looks right at the valve, and then tells us to turn it. It's like, please. You were right there, Sephiroth. Why you gotta be creepy like that? So then he tells us to look through the window, but we can't actually just walk over to the pod and look through the window. We actually have to talk to Sephiroth and then look through the... It's like, what? And don't worry about anyone who types my name wrong. It's a constant thing. I think it's actually funny to see the amazing ways to get my name respelled. One of the Discord servers I'm in, someone purposely changed it on me. So, it's pretty funny.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Are you admitting guilt?
Maybe.
Friend? I didn't ask who actually changed it. I just ran with it. Anyways. Do I hear talk about Lunar? Yeah, speaking of Lunar, Holy Smith runs it super fab. So Sephiroth looks in these kind of pods and is really disturbed, as most people would be, by the fact that there are monsters inside, growing by the Mako. But rather than just being disturbed because, you know, they have fabulous leggings and he doesn't, he's actually worried because he's like, was I created like they were? And, Yeah, and just brings out his sword and starts swinging it, which is really dangerous in a normal day. But when you're in a dangerous reactor with someone literally right beside you, not a good idea. Not good situational awareness there, friend. Okay, so now we're to the little break for the non-speedrunners, being like, "You've been talking for a while. Do you want to save?" And we're like, "No, we want to talk." So we're just gonna keep mashing. Yeah, one of the reasons I really like this run is because it's a lot of constant kind of stuff going on. It's a lot of fun stuff. Speaking of fun stuff, has anyone ever noticed that the gate of Shinra Mansion has a meteor on it? Literally the meteor which is in the Final Fantasy VII like iconery. Enjoy. I never noticed until I started speedrunning, which is impressive because it's always been there. Little on the nose there, Square. Little on the nose.
Square metagaming itself.
Yeah, exactly. No. No, you could not, Fang Olives. So the version we're running has some glitches in it still, which are not in the PS4 and assumedly the PlayStation, the Switch versions. Some of the glitches we do are there. The guard wiggle we did earlier, there. Any of the text box manipulation we're doing, there. Some of the glitches we haven't done yet, but that really cut down the majority of the time, are not there. So, no, you could not. So I'm trying to run through it myself on the Switch version to confirm. It has been confirmed on the PlayStation 4 version, though.
Yeah. But there is a 3x speed category 4.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know they actually had a category for that, because I knew about the 3x speed, but...
Yeah, I think it's like 5 hours.
That's still faster than the 7+ that the no slots is. Yeah, why save when you can keep talking, J Machine? Very excellent question, and I agree with you. Oh, okay, so the question about Star Trek the original series. I grew up watching the original series movies. I missed most of the original series proper. I'm trying to watch it as an adult, but it just swings so wildly. The good episodes are amazing. The bad episodes are the worst thing I've seen in my life. But yeah, I do like the original series. It's good. It's cheese. Ah, stairs, please. So Toad, if you like Star Trek, let's talk later. Okay, so there's ominous music, but don't worry, nothing creepy is happening. And Sephiroth's laughing, but he just read a really great joke in all of these books he's been hauling out and not putting away. Put away your books when you're done with them, Sephiroth. This isn't your library. Or at least put them in the return bin for the lovely manager or like librarian of this space to return them to their proper spot. Nothing about Switch version on speed gaming. I can't answer that question, Holy Smith. I didn't even know there was potentially a speed run for the 3x. Out of my way. I'm going to see my mother. Well, that's lovely, but did you have to make the music so creepy to do it, Sephiroth? Really?
Of course.
Okay, I love these stairs. They're just so spinny. And I also love this music. There's like... all of the Final Fantasy games just have amazing music, and they use it to great effect. Like... but this one, I just love, they just extend the intro of this track for so long, and then, you know, just escalate it to really build that mood. Ugh. Beautiful. Beautiful. And my watch of the original series, I'm watching the remaster, and I think I've seen season 1. Okay, go in the door. Go in the door, Netara. The remaster is on Netflix. DS9 next. Always DS9 next, because it's superior. Actually, do DS9 next. The series is, if you're watching them for the first time, just work better if you watch them in order. Anyways, best cutscene. Sephiroth, you're creepy. You're so creepy, but I love you. Your hair's so pretty.
There are flashy images coming up on my end, so...
Yeah, and I'll warn you when you as well when we get there on mine. So if you have any visual sensitivity issues, problems with flashing lights, yeah, there is a sequence here which comes up. You miss literally nothing. It's just bright and scary. Anytime, basically, that you're in the Genova room, if you have sensitivities on Couch's screen, just look away, because with the lag, him saying it's not safe is probably not going to match up. So, we can let you know when to look back. There's really nothing that happens there other than Sephiroth being creepy.
So basically, after Cloud gets his sword out, that's when you should look away.
Exactly, and it's only for about 30 seconds. We're currently capturing my sound, Netara sound, so you will be able to. I can give a more accurate warning. No way, it'd be Rufus. Rufus cosplay. Will we get Darude Sephiroth at the end? Well, you're gonna have to stick around to the end to find out.
Maybe. We're gonna get a special date, though.
Ooh. Yeah, I do Darude, and Couch does magical dates. Yeah, I did a rewatch of Star Trek a few years ago, or of a lot of Star Trek, because I'd missed random episodes from when it was originally showing. Yeah, I missed a lot. It was so good. Yeah, I don't know how to work your world record bot, and so I don't know the best way to say how to type it, because there's so many different categories. Yeah, Deep Space Nine. I will always love The Next Generation deep in my heart because I grew up with it, but Deep Space Nine's better. Fight me. This game really is desperately in need of a remake. However, they want to properly remake it, not just redo all the graphics a la Secret of Mana. That's the remake everyone wants, and Square doesn't understand that. Just give it the pretty graphical upgrade like they did to Secret of Mana, break or not break a couple things in the process, and give us our super pretty game. So yes, we're getting near the flashing warning on Natara's side. I'll let you know very shortly when to look away. And now's the time. Look away, and I will let you know when you can look back. It's literally, they don't talk, it just flashes back and forth. It's terrible. Flashing, 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 what a scene. It's unnecessary. Okay, and we're good. All the flashing is done, and that's the end of the story. They're like, what happened to Tifa? Tifa's like, how am I alive? And Cloud's like, Rrr. Cloud, the worst stories have no end. So Barrett's like, I'm going. We're like, do we have anything to do? And we're like, nope, keep going, Barrett. So that's one of the times you do not want to mash, because otherwise Barrett keeps talking. And we love you, Barrett, so much, but you talk a lot. We want you to please just keep walking. I think Square is the only people who think we actually are looking for a different game in a remake. Okay, best part of the game? Cell phone. Yes. Okay, bye. And scooting out in front of Eris because we're jerks. Okay, we did it. Now, Couch is apparently fighting the Zolom. Don't fight the Zolom. That's bad. It hurts us bad. We usually like to boop the snoot for most snakes, but not this one. We dodge the snoot. Okay, we're gonna... Camera! So there's some actual tech in order to properly skip this. We definitely don't need chocobos, though. However, I'm not sure what. I think both Couch and I are doing safe strats because I just don't know how to do the proper skip, and the actual skip is hard. So in a marathon setting, it's just going to be easier. So I'm going to do a safety save because I don't want to rip my run. So we're going to do that. We're going to start running while keeping an eye out for a snack. Where are you to, snack? There you are. Hello. Oh wow, we could almost make it through. But we're not going to risk it. So we're going to run that far. We're going to do this save. We're going to close our game. Come on. We're going to re-FPS fix. Every time we close the game, we have to redo our FPS fix. It's great.
Game.
Everything requires more Garrick. Like, that's fact. Okay, now let's see if we can get the cutscene skip. I think I did it. Oh, I did it! Yes.
I'm going so slow.
Oh no. If you time your menu correctly, you can actually skip past the cutscene where they showcase the dead Zolom. That's going to have consequences later, but that's future Netara's problem. So instead, we get to hang out with more Turks, introducing our brand new and absolutely amazing Turk, Elena. Now, everyone who loves Elena, please say hi. Please enjoy that she's here. You're not going to see her again. Also, yes, John Delancey is a delight and a national, I would say, a universal treasure. Whether you love Q or not, John Delancey is fabulous. Though I do love Q, so... Okay, so they're like, okay, we are going to Junon Harbor. And we're like, okay, we are definitely also going to Junon Harbor. Absolutely. Definitely doing it. Okay, so FPS fix is the reason we have our FPS showing on the screen. It is equalizing our display and is making sure that we're basically both running at the same speed. So, you know what? I don't like this. I don't like this at all. We've just been running through caves and whatnot. I kind of got used to doing cutscenes. So you know what I'm going to do, Couch?
What are you going to do?
I'm going to go back and I'm going to do a cutscene again. I don't want to actually progress. Junon Harbor sounds awful. They have a parade there. And there's a boat. It's terrible. No one got time for that. So we're going to do story times again. Except we're not going to be late this time. See, I followed right after you. What do you mean I'm late? I just followed you. Eris, chill. I love you, but... you can't control time. I'll get here when I get here. There's a video of a debate between John Delancey and Leonard Nimoy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Excuse me. One has to stop. Netara needs to Google some things. Listen, sometimes a girl just got a cutscene. Have you ever considered more Sephiroth O-Face? Who can argue against that?
The best.
Right? No, I think Sparkover's the best. Wait, I mean... No, I mean exactly
I agree.
that. Listen, the run's not forfeit. We just like cutscenes. See? Couch is doing it too. I decided that the cell phone life was just too attached. I couldn't handle it. So, by doing this, we don't have a cell phone anymore, but we do have more Sephiroth. Where is the loss? I don't understand. Okay, take two! Don't attack Cloud. Or be Heartless Sephiroth. Or maybe both.
You usually have Cloud try and attack Sephiroth just because it's funny.
Yeah, I don't bother. I'm lazy. Okay, that's fine. Now, come on, Sephiroth. No! No! I don't want your life too. You take your life too back, sir. Okay, now actually attack the enemy. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. Don't you do this to me. Oh, thank God. Theoretically, Sephiroth can life 2 for every time that Cloud is killed, and we ain't got time for that. How can Netara run and no, the question is, how can Netara run and commentate and read chat at the same time? And the answer is poorly. There's a reason Couch is usually in the lead. Also, yeah, no, it's just great. I keep forgetting someone has an emote with the Sephiroth face. It's beautiful. Okay, so having some more giggles. Okay, 1 sec. Best time again. Let's do it. Whee! The real reason I do that more than once.
Sarah is just way too good. She's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah. Not as good as Couch 23. I think what you mean is Sephiroth, stop rezzing. I mean. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. You get some rest. You can visit your family. I don't like my family. I thought we established this. And I'm Cloud. I have no friends. Into the inn. Bing, bing. Oh no! What do you mean it's still early? No, let's get some sleep. Oh my gosh, swag shades. Swag shades. Okay, so now that we've made it here and we've had our little nap, I don't like pictures. I decided 1 picture was enough. The cameras take your soul away. So, okay, I was really hoping. So we're gonna do some, neat stuff. Don't worry about it. There's nothing weird happening here. Nothing weird at all. Darn it! Sephiroth, please. Stop it. Okay. So as I'm sure you can gather, we're, oh my god. We came into this cutscene for a reason, and it involves some text box manip again. Come on. Ugh. Picture skip, why do you do this to me? Oh, we did it. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, nice. Good job.
Okay, lovely. Okay, so once again, we are activating a press the button text box at the same time we activate a move to activate text box, so we can move in a scene where we should not be able to, aka this picture scene where we usually get yelled at when we try and leave the screen. However, we ain't got time for yelling, we're going anyways. Hey, I got 140 whole HP, I'm fine. I think everyone's house has room for 23 couches. So that bridge also gave out on us last time. We are not doing that again. Not until you have proven that you have fixed the safety. No, get out of there. Stop that. Okay. Proven the safety on this bridge. We're not doing it. I refuse. Oh, hey, I got 7 whole grenades. I'm sure those won't go to waste. Do, 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 do.
Like tiny little ones.
Oh no! Cloud and his 140 HP has died. How terrible. And completely unexpected.
Yay!
I love how I heard yay in the background. Okay, so with that, we're gonna go to Junon Harbor after all. You know what? That didn't work out. And there's a huge bird here, so let's hang out here. This is so much more fun. Bum, 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 bum. Why would you attack me? That's rude. I'm just trying to kill you with grenades. Okay, so we did it. Fine. Okay, so we've killed this random encounter. Let's go to Junon Harbor. Nope, we're back on the bridge. Hello. So what we did is we tricked the game. We died during a cutscene sequence. So as far as the game is concerned, we're still in a cutscene sequence. So as soon as we get into a battle and finish it, the game goes, okay, you were in a cutscene sequence, so let's put you back there. Except it puts us there in the same situation we left it. So which is back into the cutscene, but with our lovely friends here. Okay, hold on. Now we're doing some very, very particular menuing. No, I don't want your limit. Get out of here. No one cares about your limit. No one cares about you, Cloud. Okay, reset limit. Get in the back row. Status. Good. Equip. Okay. Nope. Go back. And then we're going to do this. Lightning. Restore. Have poison. Yes, and you're going to have restore. I talked to myself while I menu. Okay. Here's my tent. Here's a tent. Everyone needs some sad. And then we're going to arrange by type. And then I'm sure I didn't forget to do anything, so we're going to save. Okay. Time to go murder a boss of math. Now, Couch and I do this fight completely differently, so his setup is going to be different than mine. He's doing the fast way. I'm doing the slow way. Cure. So what I'm trying to do is poison this boss. Nope. Okay. My fight cannot continue until the boss gets poisoned, which we'll know when it turns green.
Hey, Trine.
Why are people gross? Oh, Trine. Trine means an automatic reset. Okay, good. Yeah, we got a poison. Okay, so it's turn 1 for Netara down. I have 4 turns in total, so turn 2. Rude. Oh, no. Thank you, Retrobot. We love you. And thank you to the attentive mods. Okay, now, this is where Eris does the most important thing she's ever done in her life. She attacks for 13 damage.
That's fair.
And last, but certainly not least, high potion. That one high potion we have saved. Okay, so now I'm just going to wait. See if how Coucher's doing with it. Yeah. Bye, Cloud. So, 7777 is a status ailment, a status effect, I should say, in Final Fantasy VII, where if you or anyone gets their HP to 7777, then all damage they do will be all 7s. However, this includes poison procs. So, by poisoning the boss and doing a specific set of commands getting its HP to 7777, the boss kills itself with its own poison effect. So how you do this depends on what your setup is. I'm doing it the safer way, which is wait mode, but it's also slower, which is how Couch got in the battle after me and finished it before me. But it's just as effective, got it done, and we both used our own individual setups in order to kill the boss. So, Eris, thank you. You are absolutely amazing. You have earned your rest. Item. Tent. Sad. Okay, so we're good, and we're just gonna save here again. This is my actually both of them are safety saves. And we're gonna go hang out in Rocket Town. Because Junon Harbor's boring and we ain't got time for it. So instead, we're gonna hang out with rockets.
We don't need no ship.
We don't need no ship. So we just need rusty old rockets. And you know what else we need? Talking to old men. So talking to this old fellow is not only informative, but because we took our time to listen to his story and his talk about the rocket, he's going to give us a sword called the Yoshiyuki. Now, this sword is super important because not only is it much more powerful than the Buster sword, but for every party member that is dead, you get an attack boost. So that is really great and definitely not something we're going to take advantage of by killing people. Speaking of killing people, so we're gonna, wrong way. Bunk. Okay. I think that's all. Nope. I was gonna like this one more thing here. Arrange. Okay, there we go. So, don't forget to go into the house, Netara. Sometimes I like to go to the rocket first. Don't do that. Will you stop leaving the house? My goodness. Your plot trigger is in the house, Netara. Leaving it is bad.
Did you go to the rocket first?
No, I didn't, but I walked out of the house 3 times before I finally walked in. I was just like, you can't make me go in the house. And I was like, yeah, Cloud, I can. I didn't make Eris jokes. Eris did a very important job, and now she gets to rest. And she is resting. Safe wherever people go when you don't call them by your cell phone. Because we don't have an airship yet, so I don't really know where they hang out. Yoshi Yucky. Chat, you're hilarious. James Machine specifically. My goodness. Okay, so we're climbing ladders. Let's do it. So for those who are just joining us, the estimate on this run is about 3 hours, and we are 2 hours and 14 minutes in and just recruiting Sid. Don't worry about it. Blink and you'll miss it. Please enjoy this music. Tea time with Sid, best time. Don't kick things, Sid. Rude. My last hope is to talk to the president. I got some bad news for you. Some very bad news for you. Okay, go downstairs. Good. Now, this point in the game, when you're learning the run, is actually one of the hardest parts because this right here, as soon as we leave the rocket, is the last point to safety save before the next boss. And there's like 1,000,000 minutes of cutscenes before that. So if you happen to die to the next boss, you get to rewatch those 1,000,000 minutes of cutscenes. So you literally lose 8 minutes every time you die to the next boss. So, once you learn the boss, it is one of the easiest bosses, so you really shouldn't die, but, yeah, it's still scary. So it's why I still run it in wait mode while, Couch here is gonna run it in active. Though I did do a practice with it in active earlier, and it was actually faster and, like, safer. Now that I'm used to it, because he ran out of attacks faster.
Yeah, wait can be pretty iffy.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm used to wait, though, so... Bye, Sid.
I hear ya.
So here we have a cutscene. So delightful, but we get to hear about what happened to the rocket, why Sid is angry all the time, and why he's specifically extra angry at Shara. But he treats her really mean. Don't treat people like Sid treats Shara. It's rude. So it turns out there was a big rocket program. He was all excited. He was going to go into space. But it gets stopped. Because Shara was down trying to fix a problem. And so Sid last minute aborts the launch in order to save Shara's life. But it ruined his dreams to go into space. The rocket, the space program was canceled. And nothing was able to progress. So, not good. Yes, exactly that, Yelzrek. This is the blind fight from Link to the Past in Final Fantasy VII. Once you know how to do it, easy as pie. But before you know it, it's deadly. And unlike the blind fight, which it is quite a long walk to get back to blind, you have to do all of this series of cutscenes again. The instant you go into Sid's house and, get Shara's attention, you are stuck in your cutscenes and you're stuck on the path to the boss. You can't leave after. Now I get a quick mashing break, because as long as the timer is up, text moves automatically. Mashing hurts. My goodness. Hope everyone's having a great evening as well. Enjoying and chilling with us for this last 45 minutes of Final Fantasy VII. Sid's beautiful language. Who doesn't like pie? Pie is excellent. The hilarious part about Palmer's tea order is the most terrible part about it is not even the lard. The lard helps slow the digestion of the sugar so it doesn't spike your blood sugar so high. So at least if he's going to have that much sugar, at least the lard is balancing it. But having both sugar and honey, my goodness. Not good. And yeah, this game can get pretty dark. There is no lie. It can get really real. I think it's one of the reasons why people can relate to this game. Nowhere near the end yells. You have no idea. Actually, you have a lot of an idea. It's gonna be great. Hey, Palmer, what up? Okay, now here's another part I struggle with. Walking around the table. We did it. Go team.
Walking is impossible in this game.
Oh my god, you get like... It wants you to walk in diagonals while having everything set up for just 4 directions. You're like, why? Why do you do this to me? It tried to put actual diagonals on the L and R to help make that easier, and you're like, no. Okay, Palmer, stop being a jerk. Nobody likes you, and this is why. Security! Security's not gonna help you now. Okay, so, speaking of poison, also going to be super important here, though not as important as it previously was. We are going to try and get Palmer poisoned as early as possible. First turn! Awesome! We're not going to do any math, it just makes the battle faster and safer, because he's hurt himself a lot, and it's great. Okay, use your limit, throw grenades, and you just attack, because well.
Really, Red? Come on, poison him.
Yeah, it's like, Red, please. Okay, can you, no, do this. Actually, you're gonna do this. I'm doing a risky thing, and hopefully I don't die for doing it. Good, excellent. That could have been bad. But we're fine. What could possibly go wrong? The risky thing I did was not curing Cloud with Red or Barrett. I don't care about Red or Barrett's HP. I care a lot about Cloud's HP. Okay, you can attack. Oh no, Red died. How terrible. It's not like I have a sword that gets more powerful with every dead party member or anything. Oh god. Yeah, braver. So not only do we have a counterattack, not only have we poisoned Palmer here, but we also have a counterattack materia on. So that's all doing extra damage. So there's going to come a point, ideally, where Cloud is the only one alive, and we're just going to sit here curing while Palmer kills himself, and it's going to be fabulous. Bang, 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 bang. Please stop attacking Cloud. We wanna tap Barrett soon. Chill here for a second.
My HP is low because I would die during Carry Deeper.
Plan. Okay. Yeah, that would be why mine's so low as well. Okay, so we're just gonna sit here and cure. Eventually, Palmer does run out of MP, which is fabulous. Oh no, he's dead, never mind. But he does run out of MP, so he'll just stop attacking. All he does is the Mako gun, but it does take MP, so when he runs out, I mean, he's fine.
Alright, Cloud, come on. Hit
You can do it. You can do it. Oh no, a truck. How unexpected. No, Couch is fine. It's dangerous, but he's fine.
No, I'm good. He's out of MP, so I just gotta... He didn't get poisoned, so I just gotta kill him. Awesome.
I was gonna say, he doesn't attack for that much. Like, he attacks for a lot, but not so much that you shouldn't be able to handle it.
Yeah.
Even with Couch's current HP. He's only 15 below me. And yes, this is the PC HD remaster. It's not the PlayStation version, and it's not the PlayStation 4 or Switch versions, because this run does not work on those two versions, nor does it work on the PlayStation version. It has to be the HD remix, and it has to be the PC version. I think both Couch and I are playing it through Steam, but as long as it's the PC HD remaster, it doesn't matter what platform you get it from. Excellent. We can take another mashing break. Yeah, the PC world record, yeah, for any percent, I think that's correct. I believe it's, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on their name. They used to come into my chat and help me, and it was super helpful. They helped me get the Materia Keeper fight down. Not Materia Keeper, sorry, the Motorball. What makes it faster? Well, my friend, you're gonna see shortly. Basically, the glitches, yeah. The glitches which we use to really save literal hours of time are just don't work. They either were not introduced yet in the earlier versions or have been patched out in the later versions. So yeah, it's not the frames. What is the difference is in trying to remove the disc system. So, you know, on PlayStation, disc 1, 2, and 3, when they made it to the PC version here, the game still references the discs, but they made it so you don't have to try and swap discs at all. But in doing so, they kind of broke it in a different way, which once was discovered, you've already seen us do it once. We start warping around and just breaking things a lot. So, we have gotten our boat. And with our boat plane, we are going to go to the Temple of the Ancients. Totally going to the Temple of the Ancients. Yeah, the PlayStation, some of the glitches we're doing, a lot of the glitches we're doing are available on all the versions, but the warping we're doing is only available on the PC HD remaster. See everyone, in the chat, the schedule for the event we're taking part in, Retrothon, was just posted. Check it out to see all these, there's 8 days of amazing runs, and we're only on day like 3. So we're back here, Midgar. Hey Midgar, what up? We're actually gonna cure. We're almost dead here, I just noticed, and that's bad. Ain't got time for that. So I don't actually know who's coming after Couch and I, but I'm assuming they're going to be awesome because it's 8 days of awesome runs. Everyone has been amazing so far. Yeah, this is definitely Temple of the Ancients. Temple of the Ancients is right next to Midgar, right? Right? Listen, the game is very heavy-handed when they want you to go somewhere. Not only do they mention it multiple times, they highlight it in blue. You're just like, okay, listen. Kind of amazing, and it's one of the things that makes the speedrun even better because every time they're like, yes, you're going to this place, we're gonna say it so many times, this place, definitely this place, and we're like, yes, that place, 100%, and every time we go somewhere else because we're monstrous speedrunners. Toad yelling in chat, breaking our ears, how dare, much offense. Okay, and so now it's time for Dodge the Snack Take 2, where we're gonna do a safety save, because Snack is scary. I did not say that, but I should have. My sister just asked, did you just say a snakety save? I was like, I should have. Okay, so we're gonna close it, we're gonna save in the middle of the field. You never need a chocobo again. Speaking of things to learn to do for the casual run. So, run to the middle of the swamp, save, load your save, keep running, and almost every time you make it. Occasionally you don't. I gotta make the save. I gotta try and manipulate this again though. Hey. Nope, didn't do it. Now it's Netara's turn for a cutscene. Yay! Sephiroth, that was a mean thing you did to that snack. It just wanted its snoot to be booped, and you stabbed it. That's rude. Sephiroth, we have to talk about this stabbing problem you seem to have. It's not very nice. So the Turks aren't here this time because we've actually already done this. But I'd like to showcase a little thing called Crab Battle! I'm sorry, these are literally the crabs that I picture from the Crab Battle flash vid. I see a lot of very cute turtles. Oh my god. They have teeth. What? Or is that a snake? Oh, it is a snake, and it's got teeth. I've never seen the teeth one before. That's so cute. Okay, sorry. Okay. So we did it. We made it through the cave this time. Take 2. We did it. Caves are fun. So now that we've done that, we're just gonna hang out outside this forest. And you know what's even more fun than caves? Even more fun than cutscenes? Well, my friends, do we have a treat for you? No, FPS fix, open. Open. Okay. We have something so great. Motorcycles. Motorcycles are the best. So we had enough with all that other stuff. You know, cutscenes are cool, but motorcycles are better. What's this I spy? A rogue Vonivon in our chat? Who opened up this amazing marathon with his just totally fabulous Utopia run? Okay, so Barrett still wants to get out the front door and still is being denied. Nobody listens to Barrett, and that's a shame. But really not, because Barrett has terrible ideas. But a really cool gun hand. So, you know. And yes, the timers are broken. Couch had some technical difficulties with his timer. My timer is correct, but we both started at the same time, and his stream is correct. So, Couch has not lost any time. His timer just did. His timer's just like, you know what my one job is? Let's not do it. So, there we go. Wow, there are a lot of mouths in this stream. Yells, are you okay? Do you need a hug? That would be a great idea. Replace Couch's timer with an arrow pointing left. Or just duplicate it. Make people think it's different timers. So hey, this is a cool cutscene, which we've definitely not seen before. But it's actually a really cool cutscene. Oh no, Nitzy, we're here to explain this thing. That's what we're here for, friend. Motorcycles! So, everyone, do you remember how to do this from the first time? We're gonna try and get that first time 3 red bikes. Because red bikes are the best. Let's see if we can do it. I have faith. The game will definitely love us 2 times in a row. Just go over here, Kara. Don't worry about it. This is right side's best side. Oh, we didn't get it. We got, like, one of the orange-brown ones and a blue one. Don't worry, my RNG is great. Look at this. Look at this RNG. This RNG is perfect. We're getting all the hugs here. No, get over there. Blue bike, don't you mess with me. I have a big sword. No, up here. Blue bike, will you... Is Blue bike... Is your AI to just chase... No. 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 Hey. Hey. No. We play nice, so you don't get to play at all. Oh no, we're doing just fine. Listen, sometimes a girl just needs some motorcycles. That's all. Don't worry about it.
Sometimes you just need to take a break.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to take a break and chill with some friendos on motorcycles with things in a car. Okay, we're getting a little behind. Okay, stop attacking Eris. No, stop this. Okay, listen, we gotta fix this also. Nobody is playing by the rules, so you all get to die. This is how this works. Oh, now a red one shows up. Listen. No, get over there. Stop. Ah! Crowd control. Crowd control. Okay, listen. Listen. No, left side, bad side. Get out of here. Left side, no. Okay, cool. We did it. There's no madness here. What are you talking about? I just apparently hate Barrett and Tifa both. But you know what Cloud loves? Hugs. Motorcycle hugs. Hug me. Hug me. Hey, listen. I didn't say you could attack the car. You're supposed to be hugging me. Get out of here. Yeah. Look at the hugs. Spiky hugs! I don't know how people discovered any of these glitches, and I thank them daily because the speedrun is so much fun, but I'm not the sort of person to discover this stuff I just follow people's well-written guides. They hired the people to solve the seedless lower mount. Okay, so remember, 5-4-4. Definitely how we're gonna beat it this time. Wait. Okay, don't worry. 2 party members are dead. That just means Cloud has to do all the work. Oh, we got a limit break. That's good. It's fine. Everything is fine. Ugh. Cloud, what is with you in these grenades? Motorball was right there. It's not like he's small. Okay, fine. Fine. You know what? We did the motorcycles. That's cool and all. But now we have a guessing game. You, my friends, please help me guess how many times is it going to take for us to find Yuffie? Anything below 10 is not bad. Anything below 20 is kind of mean, but whatever. Anything above 20 is just rude. Okay, my sister's banned. She guessed 42. Wells is not here, but he guesses 48. That was my sister. Please enjoy her laughter. So my guess is 7 because that's not super mean, but not really nice either. Don't plants stop. Plants. This battle right here and what's happening is exactly why I always cure between battles. Oh my god, don't. Oh gosh. That was a little scary for a second, but we're fine. Okay, we're good. So it wasn't first fight. Come on, get your guesses in. Okay, there's a few people here who are in my good books currently. There's a couple who are in my... Is that second try? Or is that the faker? Oh, it's the faker. Couch, please. You have to do this too, Couch. So yes, I cure frequently because these battles scare me. Okay, so it wasn't second. I'm gonna let Couch do his own count because I can barely keep track of my own. I will lose count almost inevitably. Who are the commentators? The commentator is Netara. I'm the runner on the left. Couch is also here, but he has a very bad throat right now. So he is the racer on the right. So you're gonna hear him giving the occasional really intelligent comment and coughing. He's saving the really good stuff for when he does need to talk. Will you stop hitting me? I'm trying to run away. Thank you. Okay, not 3. Also, if your number comes up and it's not the right one, just guess again. There's no prizes. Okay, come on. This is because I badmouthed Yuffie earlier, isn't it? I love you, Yuffie. You're the best. You're the best ninja that ever was. I'll give you all my materia, especially my counterattack one. I love it the best. This is the faker. You can tell by how the screen pans in whether it's Yuffie or not, and some of the pans look incredibly similar to Yuffie's pan. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, no, don't attack. No, run. Run. I guess 7. Okay, so it's not 4 either. Come on, 5. My guess was 7, but we'll see. Lucky number 7, but I would like it to be earlier. This is where runs go to die, by the way. This is the faker. Faking it out. Please let me run away. I don't like fighting. I should put this on active so it's easier to run away. I think this is 6. I don't know. I lost count already. Ha! Actually, I think that was 5. Yeah, that was 5. Okay. This one will be 6. This is the faker again. Why do you fake on me? Don't do... What is with this back attack? Ain't no one got time for this. Wow, we won a battle. How great. So this is completely RNG dependent. There's no way to manipulate this. Literally, you cannot know if you're on PB pace or not until you find Yuffie, because she hates everyone. My worst count was 23. Coincidence? Okay, Come on. That's the faker. So that's my 7. My new guess is 9 because I'm optimistic at a sub 10. Okay. Come on, 8. Oh, I think this is the faker. It is the faker. Why do you fake me out like that? Rude. These blue impulses are mean. Come on. Let us out. Wow. I'm gonna have to use a tent soon. Come on, lucky number. Is it 10 next? 9? I don't know. I'm assuming it's 10. Sorry, which one? Couch had 32 once. That's rude. You're cutting out again. Sad. Okay. Oh, is that Yuffie? No, it's not. I thought it was Yuffie on Couch's screen for a second. I was very excited. Nope, that's not it either, so it's not 10. No, preemptive. I'll take a preemptive. Okay. 12 is my next guess. Come on. Okay. Come on. That's the faker. Why do you fake me out like this? I thought we were friends. Just like... Counterattack materia. Don't mess around. Speaking of not messing around, come on, 12. Come on, 12. It's always in a marathon, too, that you're here forever just waiting for Yuffie. Not 12. Okay, 15. Final answer. Because RNG hates speedrunners. This is a well-documented and proven fact. Like, truly. Okay, what do we got? Is that 13? Oh, I think this is the fake one. Yeah, it's the fake one. Why do you fake me out like that? Thought we were friends, game. Why is this why 3-hour estimate? Yes, this game would actually be faster. If we could actually control the RNG, it would be shorter than 3 hours. Okay, come on. I think this is 14. Also, apparently Stardew Valley got mecha since the last time I looked. Things got weird. Yeah, gosh. If you get Yuffie first try, you are very happy and you've just PB'd your run. It doesn't matter how the rest of the run has gone. You have just PB'd your run, most likely. Unless your last PB had first try Yuffie. I have literally just done some practice trying to test things and have walked into the forest and Yuffie was right there. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? I think this is a faker. Yeah, it is. I think this is 16. No, this is 15. Step count doesn't matter because when you reset in order to do the warping, and as soon as you reset, step count's gone. Goodbye to the step count. So yeah, we're gonna say that was 15, and I'm just gonna keep crying. Yes, we are absolutely in the right forest. Any forest after the Mithril Mines is actually technically the correct forest, but that wasn't 16. Let's see if it's 17. Nope. Yeah, sometimes it feels like you're like, am I in the correct forest? Hello? Don't worry, stick around. Providing Yuffie actually oh, Cash just got her. No, he didn't. It's the fake one. It's the fake one. I actually had to use a tent. Thanks for nothing, Yuffie. Okay, let's see if 18's the one. If 18's not the correct number, someone can tell me. But I lost count, so I'm just
Yuffie ran out.
What? That's Yuffie. No, it's not. It's faker. I was so excited for a second. I wasn't faking anyone out that time. I really thought it was Yuffie. Gosh. Come on, Yuffie. Yeah, nobody cares for Yuffie this much unless they need her for something. And I, generally speaking, like Yuffie. Do you know that it's technically a 1 in 8 chance to get Yuffie? Just putting that statistic out there, speaking of statistics and hating my life. Come on, lucky number 20. I think she uses a chakram? Or shuriken, yes. Okay, so it's not 19. It'll be 20. Come on, Yuffie, I love you. I have such nice materia to give you. And it's all yours. Just please. Please come visit. I was gonna sit here and cry. Nope, not 20. 21? 21 a good number? I like 21. My count is high. My count is currently up to 21, I believe. I might go through the VOD and actually count at some point, but I believe I'm at 21. Bum, bum, bum. The odds are bad. Okay. Okay. Well, not 21. Let's see if it's 22. This is sadly normal. I've gotten first try Yuffie. Oh, I think this is the faker.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is faker. Why do you fake me out? I think it's actually even worse that it's happening to both Couch and I. Was that 22? I think that was 22. Okay, let's see if it's 23 try. I'm about to beat my PB for Yuffie account. Oh, Couch Pounder. I see that. No, I think this is the faker. Oh, stop faking me out. 23.
Wasn't counting mine, so I have no idea.
I'm officially have a new Yuffie count PB.
Oh man.
Oh man. See if it's 24. Oh, 24.
Did you put that on me?
Blaming you. 25. So as you can see on Couch's screen, we did more of the cutscene shenanigans by dying in Motorball, getting Yuffie, which is an now I get her. It's another cutscene, so again, the game gets really confused as to what cutscene it's supposed to be putting you into. So the last cutscene event, or last event trigger it remembers you being in was the Motorball fight. So when you beat Yuffie, it's like, okay, we're going to bring you to the event you're in. That's Motorball, right? So rather than talking to Yuffie to recruit her, you go back and fight Motorball, who I have listed in my splits as Mylon Z, who is a boss you thought was dead, who popped up again on a bridge in a back attack. But Motorball Z, yeah, I'm sticking with it. Motorball Z only has 2600 HP, and you're now doing 500 damage per hit, and you have counterattack. So this does not take long at all. So 25 is my new PB for Yuffie.
Nice.
Oh, new world record? No, the world record is already faster than both Couch and I's times. So I think I'm 2 hits away from defeating Motorball. Diddly 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 diddly. So yeah, this is the point where you usually start mucking around because you're like, well, PB's dead, so. Motorball, you're supposed to be dead. That was supposed to be the hit that took you out. Yeah, I'm sticking with it. I'm gonna probably change it. Motorball Z. Why do you attack me? Why are you so rude? That's rude. Slam! Goodbye. Beam, 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 beam. So yeah, in removing the disc reference system, the game just broke things. So we basically die in of certain events, reload a different save, and then the game doesn't quite know how to handle that. And so when you get certain different event triggers, it's like, okay, where do I go after this? Oh, you were in event A? So rather than send you to event B, which is where it's supposed to send you back to event A. But it sends you with the party you had in event B. So you're breaking open the game. What is the Yuffie Please world record? I don't know who's gotten the worst luck, but it's pretty bad, I think. I think Ellie had a really bad time in one marathon. Okay, hold a second. Let's see how fast we can get Barrett. Skip! No, that was way too early. I'm not even gonna try. I was like, no. Let's stay here for a while. Yeah. I think we're good here. Okay. Don't know. Run. No, get out. Go. We did it. Okay, cool. So, we did Barrett skip again, and hey, someone left us a cool boat right outside of Midgar after defeating Motorball. Not gonna question it. We're gonna take it and run. Yeah, Yuffie's a jerk. It's why Yuffie was my favorite character before I started speedrunning this game. And now she's like my least favorite, because she hurts me. She hurts me real bad. However, there is one more encounter we need to do. Now, Couch has purposely gone into a cave by Mount Nebel, and you suddenly start getting these text boxes from Sephiroth. And you're like, why is Sephiroth talking to me? He's not here. And what he's doing is, when we warped out of Mount Nebel earlier in our flashback, we left some event stuff untriggered that the game really does not like leaving untriggered. So in order to not softlock in the future warping shenanigans that we are about to do, we need to make sure to trigger that cutscene. So Couch has just done it. I'm about to follow up, and I'm also going to take a quick moment to kind of heal and save right here, because this is actually one of the last safe points to save before we start getting to shenanigans. And there is actually an encounter we can see with an instant death chance, and we don't want that. So right now I actually can't move. I'm frozen, but I'm not soft locked. The game is just paused. It's like, okay, wait, what am I supposed to be doing here? Hello? What? And then suddenly, you know, Sephiroth starts talking. You're like, okay. And so we're leaving. That's all we needed to do. We needed to be like, clear that event out. So we're going back to our ship. And we're going up this little river. And so Couch has started, and I will be joining him shortly, in trying to find a very specific encounter, which is 1 Flatbeat and 3 Spencers. You don't need to defeat this encounter, you just need to find it. But again, there are instant death enemies around here, so things are bad. Get out of the boat! Okay, we did it. No, I didn't get a first try. I was really hoping. That would have caught me up nicely. So there's a gold saucer for everyone who was talking about the date. We're not going there. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, keep giving me flat beats, but no Spencers. Oh, Couch just found it. So flat beat, 3 Spencers. So as soon as you get that, you immediately progress and proceed to the beach and go for a nice stroll, because that's what you do. We've worked really hard for these last almost 3 hours. Sometimes you just need to chill. You need to chill, you need to have a break. And that's what he's doing. Wow, what is this encounter? I saw Couch getting this one earlier. Please let me run away. That would be really nice. I would appreciate it. Approximately 10 minutes left. The estimate is actually 3... Oh no, apparently the estimate is actually 3 hours. Who said that? Anyways. Come on. So he's gonna fight an encounter on the beach. And then, welcome to the debug room. So, in the debug room, these are rooms that programmers make in order to test out features, and these days they just totally cut them out. But back in the day, they used to just leave them there, and they just kind of remove access to them. But whoever found a lot of the glitches that exist also found access to the debug room. So we go into the debug room and do some magic. So a lot of the things that you're seeing Couch do are to prevent soft locks, such as the full name. So please enjoy and wuh. They're pretty great. And so we're going to be just totally taking advantage of that in order to do it. I'm already behind, so the game's like, we're not giving you your encounter. We're 5 encounters in. I often get this first try. So that's fine. We're just going to keep spinning. So he's setting up a lot of things, including giving himself ultimate weapons, getting all the materia, and now he's going and fighting some triangles, which gives you a lot of experience. And I actually learned just the other day, if you don't attack the top triangle, you have to kill all of them, not just the top one. Hey, there's my flat beat and 3 Spencers. So Netara is now taking her walk on the beach. She'd like a debug room, please. And so the reason he's doing that, you may or may not have noticed that he didn't actually equip Vincent with his ultimate weapon, but put the steel materia in that weapon slot. The reason is we're trying to level it up to have the mug ability, which is just such a key important ability. And fighting those triangles twice, it gives you enough ability points to learn it. So finishing that, he equips the death penalty, the ultimate weapon for Vincent, on Vincent, and then hops down to good old Tifa, who sends him to Final Genova. So please enjoy the final battles now. I don't know if Couch is going to open up to this vote, but I usually do. We're going to give a chance. Usually, if we're doing things the speedrun way, hold a sec, we're going to get Vincent here, super important. When we're doing things the speedrun way, we just smack Final Form Sephiroth in order to finish the game, because we have a glitch on which allows us to do that. But since I'm not on PB pace, I am going to offer the option for you folks to vote, not yet for me, but whether you want to see Omniswag or whether you want to see us just punch Sephiroth, which is the fast way. So I'm going to focus on menuing now while Couch kills some bosses. Couch, do you want to vote, or are you going to do it a particular way?
I have to do it Omni Slash because I equipped the materia wrong, so I only have steel.
Oh, that is unfortunate, so never mind. I will give you the vote. Okay, and then we're gonna... I'm focusing so I can arrange this. This is a bit picky. Double cut. Double cut. Steel. Master Magic. I'm gonna talk to our pal here, who wants to give us Battle 999. Vincent. Always attack the top one. Okay, so right now, Omnislag is great. Yeah, and you don't really punch, but it's 1 slash. What Couch is referring to is, in this game, there is another glitch called the mug glitch, where when you kill an enemy with the mug as the final hit, it actually just cancels all animations. So we do that in these bosses to save time. But what that also does, in the final form of Sephiroth, that final last battle, usually, whether you choose to attack or whether you just counterattack, you're going to Omni Slash. However, in this version, because we're going to do that mug glitch, if you just counterattack, you're actually just going to punch the boss, or just slice it once. So that makes things fast and easy. So yeah, so Couch, unfortunately, so you have to Omni Slash, you said, right? Or, no, you have to pun? No, you have to Omni Slash.
Yeah, I have to Omni Slash.
Okay, so since Couch has to Omni Slash, I'm going to let him Omni Slash, and I'm just going to punch the boss, just so everyone can see the difference. So I'm going to focus because math is important. And by math, I mean counting. You'll also get to see the difference in how quickly, like, watch how slow Bizarro Sephiroth is dying there on Couch's screen. And you'll see in a moment how quickly he is going to die on mine. Like, it's going to be ridiculous. And yes, new versions of Final Fantasy VII do let you cheat right from the menu if you want, which I like as a kind of an accessibility for people who just want to enjoy the story. This version does not let you do that. This is just pretty graphics and broken stuff in trying to fix the discs. Also, I need to point out something very important in my menu coming up, so everyone keep an eye out. It's going to be quick. But keep an eye out for a certain ancient who is not supposed to be here in the menu. Gotta get through some text first. Does that mean we're gonna get to hear One Wing Angel on your side, Couch?
Maybe a little bit. Yep.
I'm so jealous. Won't get to hear it. So there's a certain ancient here who's totally okay. Good. Just making sure. So Eris in this run is totally fine. We could bring her into the final battle if it didn't ruin the math. Also, can I give an extra shout out to Couch23, who is running this amazingly well while being super sick. So that is a trooper right there.
Well, thank you. Thank you for commentating this.
Oh my gosh.
You always knock it out of the park.
So do you. Go team! Okay, so we're waiting for that Bizarro. There we go. Because the last thing you want Sephiroth to do is to cure after you started punching him. So speaking of which, again, please keep in mind, watch how quickly Bizarro Sephiroth dies here. It's going to be fabulous. Like, literally the animation. And rather than watching him slowly tip over. Bye. That's it. Battle over. No spoilers. What's to spoil? She's okay. She's just hanging out. Don't know why they didn't animate her here. Rude.
Yeah, I think you should actually catch up with me.
I'm catching up. I don't know that I'll fully catch up. You just finished Sephiroth and I'm just starting.
That's fair.
Okay, debarrier. Oh god, don't come back. Don't switch yet. You need that debarrier. Sephiroth always starts with wall, so we ain't got time for wall, so we're gonna debarrier. There we go. Then we're gonna get our double cuts. So we need 4 double cuts, and we'll finish it with Mug, and then that's it. Genova is 3 double cuts. Bizarro Sephiroth is 2, and One Wing Angel Sephiroth is 4. So we'll finish off with that good old Mug. So again, Couch is going to do the Omni Swag because where he does not have the Mug glitch, he has no choice. It is the only option available to him. But I am just going to sit there and punch. So if you do not choose to actually do the limit Omni Slash on Sephiroth in the speed run where you've defeated him with Mug glitch, as I just did, you don't even get to hear One Wing Angel. It's so quick. Then you actually... we'll just punch him, because if you just sit there and don't select it, you will counter. He'll attack you, you will take a lot of damage but not die, and then you will counterattack with Omni Slash. But this is a speedrun, and we have a Mug glitch active, which cancels the animations. So I'm going to counter with just 1 slash. So that's time for Couch, or it was when that final hit landed. Oh, right on the 3 hours for Couch. Yeah, Yuffie is why I usually do a 3:10 estimate for this run, even though often it's sub 3, just because sometimes Yuffie says no. She says, you want 3 hours? Ha! Goodbye. Okay. So I'm literally not doing anything. There's no camera to prove it, but I have put my controller down and I've just got my finger on the timer. Yeah, skipping the animation is a huge time save. So Couch is gonna set up some shenanigans, maybe. Okay, I'll sec. So watch Couch, just punch him. I mean Cloud, just punch him. Slam time.
GG.
Thank you. So hold a sec. We're gonna set something up for you pals. My favorite thing to set up. This is what happens when you leave a full screen game. This particular full screen game while it is going on. I'm gonna turn off my global hotkeys as well while that's doing its thing, so I don't, not that that's particularly a time to save, but it's not awful. So thank you, everyone, to all you wonderful folks for coming out and supporting this event. It is so cool. Retro Gaming Live TV is just such an amazing group of people who just collects speedrunners and just amazing people from all walks of Earth. And brings us all together, especially for amazing exhibition events like this. And I present to you Derude Sephiroth. I mean, hi. So yeah, this is what happens. My game is still running. It's just not the active window anymore. Hello, friends. I can type again. So I think what Couch is doing, he is currently trying to get to the debug room again. You can do some really fun things in the debug room. There are just so many different options. We just do a very short amount, a very small amount that's available to us. And it does some pretty cool things. I will let the lovely staff know if they're ready for us to cut or whether they are cool with seeing some little shenanigans. I know we're a little behind schedule, so they may want us to clue it up.
Yeah, no, I'm good to cut if they're good.
So thank you again, everyone. You folks who come and support these events are what make it possible. So Couch and I both run this game somewhat regularly, and he's currently learning the no slots version, which is the I'm not going to cheat and warp everywhere version of the game. So that is very exciting.
Thank you for having us, RGL. Fantastic marathon you guys got on so far.
Yeah, this has been Sue. Did it glitch on Netara? No, Netara just decided not to be in my active window. If I go to my... Currently, the game is running in the background. It doesn't know what to do, so it's losing its mind. So if I go back to the window, it will continue loading. So I just don't want to. This is the best part. This is the funnest part. Or no, it's not. But it's one of the fun parts about running this game for me. And no, Couch already finished. So
Yeah.
we broke it.
Yeah. We're good to go.
Listen, Netara loves this. She does a great job of making Sephiroth dance. So thank you from myself, Netara, and Couch23. We love being here. We love all you folks. And
Yes.
thank you for having us. And yes, Couch did finish earlier than me, but he had a timer break, so he didn't finish that quite extraordinarily. I think it was like 3 hours and 50 seconds.
Yeah, it was something like that.
It was something like that.
So thank you so much for having us, and Tara, thank you for commentating.
Oh my gosh, my pleasure.
I wish I could have said more.
Oh my gosh, you're sick. And listen, you know one thing Netara loves? Talking. So I believe
absolutely.
It is Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back is next, who is run by Stump Dotio. That sounds exciting. Everyone should stick around for that.